You in Durham, man? Good on you, lad. I know someone who's in St Albans. Everyone is going to London. So I thought we would go to Southend and we will have a look. I think it's very windy. Good morning, everybody. So this, I presume, is the counter. How many? There we go, he's waiting. Thank you. Thank you. We'll take one of the leaflets, guys. I'll show it to you. I'll print that up and I'll put that on my video. Or maybe I'll throw it in the bin. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. About 25 people, guys, yeah? Police is over there. Nah. So I think this must be over this side. Have a look at your sign. There you go, thank you. So I think this is the side, guys, for the Great British National Strike. Hello.
Anyone here for the Great British National Strike? If you could please join us over here.
There you go. You alright, buddy?
Yeah. I would be careful about trusting Farage. He's a bit of a snake oil merchant.
Who?
Nigel Farage.
I never said I did trust him.
I know, but
I never said I'd never try. I never said I did I, buddy? Yeah. I know, but you've come to me. You've said something to me. You don't even know if I do or not.
I know.
Yeah. So maybe don't make assumptions. Yeah.
It's more about the camera, so communicating to the white man.
Oh, you want to talk to the camera? Okay, you talk to the camera. Yeah. Okay, you can talk to the camera. No problem. No, you said I wouldn't believe everything that Farage said. Yeah.
Saying you have to be careful of those individuals who, despite the fact that they cozy up to people up in St Andrews, so you've got to be careful of those.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Here we are, guys.
Thank you. And you are?
I've got a YouTube channel.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
And it's called AY_audits.
I'm Frances Craig.
How you doing, Francis?
Nice to meet you.
How are you? You all right?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm ex-Reform UK
Yeah.
and joining UKIP.
Oh, are you? So you're joining Nick's gang?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Well, I film migrant hotels.
Sorry?
I film migrant hotels.
You filled them up?
No, I film them.
Oh, lovely
Yeah.
to meet you then.
So I go around the... I go around the UK and I film them everywhere, yeah? All over the place.
Right, are we ready? We're going to shout. Knock out, all right? Right, so far. All right, then. Knock far right. Knock far right. Right, so far. 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 Anyone think you're ready for council? Now, David anti-racist. Now, David anti-racist. Now, David anti-racist. Now, David
Sorry.
anti-racist.
The organiser gets here. What should we do?
I said I'd join her here, support her.
England.
I knew this was going to happen.
So guys, probably about equal numbers on both sides, to be honest. Yeah. So probably equal numbers, yeah.
I support all girls. I don't know about you.
Yeah, at least they're out there, Tanya. Yeah.
Refugees are welcome here.
To be honest with you, I'd probably say this side has now got more. It's actually got more than this side now, yeah. Bro, can I ask you a couple of questions, yeah? Well, it's either yes or no, isn't it, yeah? Listen, bro, I'm always respectful, yeah? Don't worry about that, yeah? What makes you think that they're far right in the first place?
And I'm with that. If they are, I'm with that.
Okay, so you don't know for your own self, you're just following these?
They don't look like they're agreeing with them.
Okay. So, no, I'm talking to this man. You can have a conversation with you after if you like, yeah? If you want to, yeah, let's, yeah. I know you anyway, don't I, yeah?
Look, yeah. Over here, there's a common point.
Yeah.
There's no aggression or anything here.
There's no aggression there, though.
No. Let me finish.
Okay. Yeah. Fair
I'm
point.
not saying that. But I just don't see why you would disagree with anything they say.
Okay.
So if you're over there, I'm not over there.
Okay. All right. So I'll ask you this question then. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to. Bro, listen. I'm not going to bait you, geez. Do you know what I mean? Come on. Yeah.
You're just passing by.
No, it's a simple question because I'd like to understand, you know what I mean? And my viewers would like to understand, yeah? AY_audits. Yeah, I'll go on YouTube, yeah? So they're campaigning against anti-immigration, yeah? Net zero, that sort of stuff, yeah? And this guys are saying refugees are welcome here. Now, this side also say refugees are welcome here, but this side say that economic migrants are welcome here. Yeah, where they're not genuine refugees. So basically, yes, yeah. So, and basically, they're campaigning for that because we have got at the moment, last week we had like maybe 1,300 unidentified men enter the country illegally. Then they get placed into hotels and they're allowed then to freely walk the streets. Exactly.
Whether I go to another country legally or not, in my opinion,
Yeah.
it depends.
Exactly.
Genuine reason, I couldn't care.
So genuine refugees, this is exactly what they say.
But
Yeah.
you're not understanding what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'm saying this. If you come over here illegally,
Yeah.
but there's a genuine reason.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
you, I
100%.
personally do not care
Yeah.
whether it's legal or not. Me personally.
Bro, they agree with that as well.
You just said
Yeah.
no.
No, I didn't say that.
If it's illegal,
No. What I said is economic migrants. Yeah, where these people are not fleeing war-torn countries. They're not fleeing poverty and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think.
Yeah.
If you go over there, I don't think that's what
They do.
I don't
They do.
I see one coloured person over there.
Yeah. Buddy, you only see two over here. Three.
This isn't.
You know?
This isn't multicultural.
What's that?
South End is not a black. It's not a more different
No.
area, so you're not going to see as many black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, fair point. I get that. Yeah. All I would say to you is this. Yeah.
I wasn't even going to tell you. You know what?
Bro, do you know what?
Because it's not multicultural.
Should I tell you why you joined it? Yeah? And I don't want you to take no disrespect to this. You see the racism,
Yeah.
and your natural... Yes, we're all against racism. Everybody, yeah? We are. If you look at my chat now, live on YouTube, yeah, but I've got 600 people here watching now, yeah?
But we're not all against racism.
No.
Let's get that out there. We're not
Listen.
all against it.
What?
We're not all against
So,
it.
okay, yeah, I think...
There's a lot of people that are not. That are
I don't think there's a lot, to be honest with you. I think it's made out a lot more than what it is. But can I just talk now quickly, yeah?
One last thing.
No, let me talk and then you can say your last thing, yeah? Because I did let you talk, yeah? Now, my point is this, yeah? Don't align yourself with something until you know the full facts,
But
yeah?
even with you coming here and telling me the facts, I still think I'm more to their point.
Oh, do you?
And I'll be honest,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think it's very telling in today's times, yeah? This doesn't look like a very welcoming. If I was to go stand over there, do you think I'm welcome?
Yeah? 100%. 100 million%, yeah? Yeah? No, 100 million%, is you? I've got a YouTube channel, AY_audits.
This is my last point, yeah? You said,
Check it out if you want.
what is it? You said that it's not, you think racism is laid out a lot more than it is.
Yeah, I don't believe there's as much racism as there was.
That's easy
Yeah.
for you to say as a white man.
Mate, I live in London.
Doesn't matter.
I live in London,
You're
bro.
a white man.
Yeah, I live in London.
Don't be ignorant. Hear what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Hear what I'm actually saying. It's easy for you to say
Yeah.
that you think racism isn't as big as it is as a white man.
AY_audits. Right, listen.
Is that not a fair point?
Listen,
Yes or no?
okay. No, I don't believe that is a fair point.
Why not?
Because
Because
many people are racist to white people.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
no?
No. I'm not saying that. Hey,
Yeah.
don't try to switch it now.
No, because look, they're leaving their protest area, yeah? Yeah, that's me, yeah? I film migrant hotels. I go around the country, I film migrant hotels, because I think it's an absolute joke, yeah, that there's people starving in this country that are born, bred here, whatever race or religion they are, yeah, and they're here starving, and we've got undocumented men coming into this country illegally, yeah, committing rapes, murders. This is live streamed all over YouTube. You've got nearly 800 people watching, yeah?
Can I see what the chat said?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah?
How long have you been doing this for?
7 months.
Okay.
Ask him if he come over on a boat, flap your arms to simulate the plane. Yeah?
Is that not racism?
No. How's that asking? How is that good?
You got
How is that not racist?
Wait, scroll back.
Hey, let's go to the policeman and ask him if that's racism. Yeah? It's not, yeah?
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. As a white man, you wouldn't find it
Go.
racist.
No.
Because it's not aimed at me.
Bro, how's that racist?
Go back to what you said, please.
Please, you need to tell me the definition of racism, yeah? And I will tell it to you, yeah? In the Oxford Dictionary, I will tell you what it means, yeah?
Go on.
Because it's very easy, no disrespect, it's very easy for people to throw the race card.
No,
yeah?
I don't throw it. I have a lot of
You just
friends.
did, you just said that's racist.
That was racist.
It's not.
I took it as racist.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
offended, so...
Okay, that's the key point.
I was offended.
That's the key point.
And I am the other race.
Guys, listen,
I'm the other race that can get
let's give him some love, yeah?
Why assume,
100%.
why assume he's coming on a boat or a plane? He's
They're having banter because he's defending them. Yeah, they're having banter. This is called banter, you know.
He was born here.
That's what I'm saying.
He was
That,
born
and
here.
I don't see how you can't see that is racist.
But wait,
See?
I'm not foreign, mate. I was born here.
Tell them.
I was born here.
Yeah.
England, mate.
Yeah, you was born here. Yeah, so you should want the best for this country then, bro.
I do.
You,
I do.
this is not the
When you
best
got
for the
people
country,
talking
yeah?
like- when you got people talking like that,
Mate.
these lot
Oh,
here,
thank you, Jill Fox. yeah.
these lot here are
No,
sitting
not
at
all of them.
home, but sitting at home doing
Why
nothing.
disrespect people that are born here and they're British? Why
Yeah.
disrespect them?
Listen, these are, listen,
Answer
okay.
his question.
You want me,
We answer yours.
okay, I'm
We
going to answer
answer
your
yours.
question. What's your question?
So like,
I'm enjoying this.
no, because you said it's right.
Yeah.
If someone's British, they're born here. Why do you insult them?
I don't insult them.
It's a bit hard because you're not really being insulted.
No,
Some
Yeah.
of the things that are on your chat and just generally.
Yeah, but I can't, I get a lot of free Palestine on my chat. You know, I can't, you know, we can't determine what people say. What's that, buddy?
I know this is coming off topic, but do you
Yeah.
not agree with free Palestine?
I agree with free Palestine from Hamas. That's what I agree with, yeah? Because I also believe that all the time that Hamas are there in power, we can never have a free Palestine. Yeah, we'll never ever be free. And I also believe that these lot, they don't believe in a two-state. They'll only ever believe in a one state. And I think both sides are like that, really, Israelis and Palestinians, yeah? That two-state is the solution, but it's never going to happen, yeah? All the time. You've got to look at the demographic as well, and we can all turn around and say Jews shouldn't be there, but Jews make up 0.4% of land mass. Yeah? You know, come on, do you know what?
They both have a right to exist. They both have a right to exist.
Yes, yeah, of course they do. Yeah, we all know that, do you know what I mean? But
You keep saying we all do, but it's not real.
yes, no, I know,
You're
listen,
saying
I know
what you're saying.
pro-Israeli people, yeah? I've spoken with pro-Israeli people, yeah? And they all turn around and say the same thing, yeah? War is not good for nobody, yeah? War is no good for anybody. The people that make the money from the war, the governments, there's the ones, they want the war, yeah? They're the ones who want it because they're making money.
Neither side want the war.
No, exactly, yeah? But people, nice talking to you, bro, anyway, yeah? What's that, buddy? Hey, boy. Underscore. Audits.
This year,
That's me there, yeah.
you think to subscribe.
Just click on the thing, look, just click on it. And then subscribe.
That's it.
Go on, bro. See you later, yeah? Guys, so that was an interesting chat, wasn't it, yeah? They definitely have more people now, yeah? Definitely, yeah? Yeah. They definitely have more now.
everyone. Yeah.
They've definitely got more than this lot, yeah. Another paid antagoniser. Yes. Yeah. How much is Paul paying you to be here today? How much is Paul paying you today? Yeah. You know who's paying you. So do I. So do I. We got enough footage of you lot already, yeah? You got paid instigators. This one goes around travelling. She's paid by Paul Sillitt. Yeah.
If she's an instigator, why are you going in her?
Why am I? Because I like to get her on film. Yeah. Yeah, she's a paid instigator. If you look on YouTube, the amount of stuff that she causes at protests, and these are the sort of people that you're associated with. Yeah. I know who you are. So basically, yeah. Let me talk to the lady. I'll talk to you over here. I'll tell you. So yeah. So basically, she's paid by Paul Sillitt, along with another big group of people. Yeah. You know who Paul Sillitt is. Yeah. And now. Exactly, yeah.
So much trouble.
I'm in trouble. I'm not slandering you. I'm spreading facts. Yeah. And she does it all the time. It's exactly what she does, you know. She does it all the time. You go to all of these protests, you have a look online and look at the videos.
I'm still not sure as to what she's doing wrong.
But I understand she goes around to protest and she antagonises, yeah.
I am too then.
No, not you. I'm not saying.
hate them.
No. Listen, there's plenty footage of you. Yeah? Look, they're all talking.
Okay,
Yeah?
show us the videos then.
I'm live streaming at the moment. Yeah. I can't. I'm live streaming at the moment. But if you want to email me, I can send them to you. No, I'm not. I'm not those side. I'm independent. No, I don't agree with refugees. I agree with refugees. Sorry. I agree with refugees, yeah. I'm talking to this lady now, yeah. I go round to migrant hotels and I film migrant hotels, yeah. And so I agree with like refugees, as in refugees, but I don't agree with these economic migrants coming. And I don't agree with thousands of undocumented men coming, you know. I don't agree with that at all. Do you know what I mean? And I think what's that? No, I never said that. I said to you, what I agree with refugees, but I do not agree with thousands of undocumented men entering the country illegally. And I do not agree with economic migrants. And I believe that we all believe, you know, like that's a lot of people's beliefs. Do you know what I mean? That's what I believe, yeah.
I believe that everyone's welcome anyway.
What's that?
I believe we're all welcome everywhere.
But we wouldn't be welcome everywhere in their countries, though.
Yeah, but we look at all the expats that go elsewhere.
No,
They
but
don't even bother to speak the language,
listen. You're going off subject now, yeah. If you want to have an intellectual conversation, we can have it, yeah. But if you act, you know, we can have it. We can do this. It's not a problem. I've got a lot of people watching, over 1,000, yeah. Probably 4 times the amount of people here.
on our side.
I don't have to be on a side, you know. No, you don't. You don't. That's the problem. You know, it's all of this, them and us.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
problem.
That is the problem.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, look at them. British people, yeah, with British flags. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you are as well, yeah. Look, all different cultures. You've got Indian guys there. You've got Asian people at the back.
They don't speak for me.
Yeah. What's that? But that's the part of being human, yeah?
They're racist, man, and that's
They're not, what, that's not racist. So how are they racist? Yeah, but how? 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 Yes. If that was racist, the police would be locking them up. No, that's not against race. See? You can't have the... Listen, I told you, yeah? I told you, if you want to have intelligent conversation, we can have it. Do you know what I mean? Do you want an intelligent conversation? Yeah. I think you are a paid instigator. That's what I think. Yeah. I never said your name. I'm not going to dox you online, don't worry, yeah? I'm not going to dox you online. That's okay. Paul Sillett. Paul Sillett. This is what I think. I think this lady is paid by the leader of Stand Up to Racism to instigate trouble. Yes. What's that? Listen, you've got nearly 1,200 people watching you now. Yeah, don't worry, yeah? What have you got? Probably 20 people or something. Oh, crikey. See, guys, we tried to have a decent conversation with them, but you can never ever have an educated conversation with these people. Everything they say, they can never back up with any facts. Yeah? Everything they say, they can never back up with facts. We have the one guy who associates himself because these are supposedly racist, but he doesn't know anything that these have said that are racist. So I don't understand, yeah? There we go. You filming for YouTube, buddy? What's that? Where are you going to upload it? Should we go and embarrass the cracky now, yeah? Should we go and embarrass the cracky now, yeah?
Well, the thing is, they're all astroturfed. See, they've got printed signs. They've all been issued with it.
Yes.
And they've come down.
Yeah.
These ain't real protesters. They're just
No. There's one of them over there. She's a paid antagoniser. I know who she gets. I told her on the camera. You know, she reckons she's going to report me now. But I always kept saying, I think. Yeah, so she can't I've never directly said, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think, yeah. But I'm going to go and get the crackies now anyway. Because the crackies are going to embarrass themselves. Yeah. So I'm going to get them now. I keep seeing you look at my camera like you want to be interviewed. There you go. So what brings you to Southend today? You live here, yeah? Where's your banner? Where's your banner? No. No. So what side are you believing in? No, I'm talking to him.
I don't know side, mate.
You're in the middle. Yeah. Yes,
I just want to say the
unbelievable.
words you can call us as wanker one. We are correctly calling you Nazis. You're not winning. You're not winning!
I reckon that tells a difference to me.
Refugees are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear! Refugees are welcome here! Say it loud, say it clear! Refugees are welcome here! Say it louder, say it clearer! Refugees are welcome here! Racism off our streets! Racism off our streets!
Racism off our streets!
Fascist scum off our streets!
Fascist scum off our streets!
Fascist scum
Right, buddy?
off our streets!
How you doing?
Scum off our streets!
Refugees are welcome
You want to talk?
here!
Refugees are welcome
No.
here! Immigrants are welcome here!
I told you already there are Nazis on your side, but if that doesn't convince you enough, thinking that white British people are above other groups of people is the definition of racism. You are racist. Racist scum of our streets. 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 Nazi scum of our streets.
I'd like to get this one, to be honest with you. If we could talk with this one, it'd be good.
There are Nazis on your side! Nazis on!
Oh, thank you for the super chat, yeah? I didn't see it come through. Sorry, Keith. No, it's not. You have Nazis on your side as well, though. You do. Oh, yes, you do. Yeah. And you're using it out of context. You're trying to convince people, less educated, yeah, that these are Nazis when they're not.
Refugees are welcome here! Say it now, say it clear!
It's,
Say it clear!
yeah, it's not right.
Say it louder, say it
There you go.
clear.
You've even got one of their own people even going against them, yeah?
Refugees are welcome here! Say it louder, say it clear! Refugees are welcome here!
They've just turned their back on them. They've just turned their back on them. They're not interested. 08. Thank you, buddy. Bro, we meet again. We meet again. Not now, yeah?
I'm with my non-racist whack.
What's that, buddy?
With my non-racist whack.
Oh, you didn't. I'm not
No,
racist, though.
not you, not you.
Not
But
you.
the people in your chat.
No, they're not, yeah. What's that? YouTube. Yeah. I've only got 1,100 people watching at the moment.
Only 1,100?
Yeah, only 1,100.
1,100 people?
Right now, yeah. Right now. Watching these idiots, basically. Yeah.
I mean, they're all idiots, to be fair.
You think they all are?
Yeah, I mean, you're saying there, I don't know. I wouldn't waste my time doing anything like that.
Do you know what it is? It's this side believe in one thing, but they believe in similar stuff. They believe in similar stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't get it. Not get me.
No. What's it saying? I'll tell you if it's telling the truth. Because remember, it's all recorded, yeah? It's all recorded.
I'm saying, that's the racist side.
No, it's not. No, it's not, buddy, yeah? No, it's not.
I'm off it again.
No, it's not. It's not racist, yeah?
That says, wait, can I just say?
Yes.
That says stand up to racism
Listen,
and arrogance.
if I had a sign on me that said I'm a woman, would that make me a woman?
I don't get, that's not a good...
No, sorry, I shouldn't have said that like that.
That's
Yes,
what
I
I'm
just
saying.
realised what I've said. Yeah, I've just realised what I've said, yeah? Okay, listen, I'm sorry, I didn't realise what I'm sorry, yeah? All right, if I put a... I know, neither can I. Yeah, I know, yeah. No, it's just, do you know what?
Numbers are weak.
All right, so listen, if I had a car sticker, a Ferrari, and said I'm a Ferrari, does that make me a Ferrari?
What's your point? Because I think you lost me.
Because you said a sign says that they're racist.
No, you heard me wrong. I said their sign says fight is against racism. That's what I said that sign says. These lot are not for that sign.
Bro,
otherwise they'd be over there.
No, because what they're saying is...
What's going on here as
okay.
well? Why is it all turned around?
Because they're not interested in these people.
No, but what's going on here?
Nothing. They're just not interested in them people, so they'll turn their back on them.
They was interested.
They're not bothered about them.
I'm off as well. You'll see me in a bit. I'm good.
This was the problem, but this was the thing. He walked past and he thought that they was racist. And I was trying to say to him, listen, they're not racist to say that they don't want anti-immigration. That's not racism, do you know what I mean? But these lot was trying to convince him it was, but it was, now, probably he's got a girlfriend and he wants to chat this one up and he don't want to be on the camera now. Listen, you have a good day, yeah? We've got quite a little bit of police. Let's see if we can get Francis. Let's see if we can find her. See if we can get see if we can talk with her for a couple of minutes. I can't see her at the minute though. Yeah. Do you know what? I think that's the best thing that they could have done, to be honest with you. Just turn their back on them and not even bother. Just interact with themselves, networking. I think that's the best thing they could have done. Not bother to get involved in their stuff, you know. Where's she gone? No, we don't want those songs because our video will get copyrighted. You tell them.
Southend ain't the place to do it. Southend ain't the place to do it.
What about Downing Street? What about Downing Street?
They're at Downing Street as well today, by the way. Yeah. They're in like 200 towns, they are, up and down the country, everywhere.
Over 76 cities.
Yeah. So what's your view? Do you agree with...
What my view is, it's more against the government. The government's doing wrong to the people.
Yeah.
That's my view.
So,
I can't say about taking sides because we're all human.
So how do you feel then about British people living on the streets when...
I don't agree with homeless.
Okay, can I just finish what I was going to say, yeah? Because you don't not listen to the full thing, yeah? Yeah? You're on camera. You walk to it. Yeah, you see me with it and you walk straight to it, yeah?
But yeah, no, I'm here to just be peaceful, just to say that I'm against the government more than
then like
The
taking
problem-
a side. We all need to be united as one potentially and get potentially the politicians to sort things out. But
Exactly. That's exactly it, Phil, yeah? I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree. Yeah, live on YouTube at the minute.
nice.
Yeah.
I might go live shortly on TikTok. So.
Yeah. If that's your missus, I don't know if it is, but if it is your missus, yeah, she's going to find... She's on the wrong side, buddy. She's going to find herself viral all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all over X, yeah, and they're gonna be, yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Bro, you've got to be round here. Do you know what I mean?
Refugees, welcome here. Refugees are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here.
You want to give a little interview for me? Okay, thank you, yeah. Here we go. They start to losing the argument, so they have to resort to derogatory comments. Yeah. Buddy, why you cover your face? Why you cover the face? No, I'm asking you why. I never said that you can or can't. I said why. Are you embarrassed by what you believe in? Are you ashamed of it? No, I was asking, are you ashamed of it? I never asked you, buddy. I've asked him. What's that, buddy? I will talk to him after, yeah? So are you ashamed of what you believe in? No? Okay. No problem. I just wanted to see, that was all. Yeah? That was all, yeah? You all right, buddy? Oh, how you doing? You all right, Geese? Don't worry, listen, I've got a lot of followers. Yeah? What's that? No, but she wants to be careful because she's the... How many do you reckon? Yeah. I've got 22 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. I've got 34 followers on TikTok. I'm big in the game. I've got 2 people watching now. Yeah, look. Just 2 people watching now, yeah? Just 2? Yeah. Yeah. So what do you believe in? What do you believe in? Now, what is it? What do you believe in this side? Yeah, but what do you believe on this side? Pardon? No. What do you believe on this side? No, not you. This one now. You can have your. You can have your say. Yeah, but what do you believe on this side? You keep pointing to the floor. I don't know what you believe in the Palestine flag. Oh, okay. So you know this is not Palestine, yeah? Look. No.
Touching a woman, not you? Yeah, touching a woman. Brave man. Look at him. Can't get home. These people are fine with that.
How do you feel about British people sleeping on the streets while immigrants are in hotels? Yes, you hate it. So why are you agreeing with this then? So why are you agreeing with this?
100,000 empty homes, second homes, investment properties in the UK. That's where people should be sleeping.
What? So if I own...
No housing crisis.
Okay, so let me talk. Let me say something.
Quality crisis in this country.
So let me say, no, you won't answer no questions because you're wrong. You can't have educated conversations. You just want to shout, get your point, and don't say nothing. You know? You don't do yourself no favours, Giz, acting like that, bro. So you must agree with this. You must agree with this. So cheer with them then. That's it. There you go. See, look, we're exactly. Yeah. Do me a favour, yeah? Can you get my phone lead out for me, yeah? It's the white one, yeah? Oh, no. Plug it back into that charger. Into the USB one, yeah? You stink. Stinky lefty. Go away. Have a bath. Have a bath. Go have a bath. You're stinking. I don't really want to be all over it, yeah? The #1 migrant hotel inspector in the country, yeah? That is who I am, the hotel investigator. The #1.
Yes and no's against it, but we're all human. We still need to kind of come to a settlement and actually work on it. Instead of being against each other, we need to try and unite. That's my view. I don't want to be here to cause like, oh, right, we're right, you're wrong. We are kind of all right. It's what about the leaders? They're not right with what they're doing. We're all unique, we all have different yeah. So I understand
I've got a question for you after, yeah? You said that that these think that white people are more superior than any other race, yeah? But the problem... Yeah. I didn't want to start our conversation with a loaded question, yeah? So I didn't want to, that wasn't my intention in any way. Do you know what I mean? But I feel that with the sentence that you said, and your friend was saying about Nazis and stuff, yeah? And, you know, like, there's good... Yeah. I would agree with that. I would actually agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that part. But saying that a refugee, I feel that a lot of these would agree, a genuine refugee is welcome. A genuine refugee, yeah, I would say is welcome. I think we'd all agree with that, yeah. 1 second, yeah, we would all agree with that. It's the ones that are coming over that are undocumented, yeah, they're coming over not from war-torn countries, they're coming over for economic reasons, yeah. These people are getting pushed to the front and us as citizens, we're getting pushed to the back. We can see this we can see this in the world. We can see this.
Someone else gets away with it. That's a two-tier matter. We should not be allowing them to put a two-tier.
I'm not said replacing. I'm saying like we're getting pushed to the back in housing queues, for example. Yeah. Now I've visited a lot of my. Yeah.
That's what we try and need to do, but it seems like...
Right, so there's over 300 migrant hotels in the country. Yeah. Now I've visited a good number of these. Yeah. Now.
In what capacity have you done?
Let me finish what I was going to get to, and then I can answer your questions. Yeah. Now I've visited a good number of these, and my viewers would all say that about 80% of them are all males. About 20% of them are families. Yeah. So out of let's just say 350 that's in the country at the hotels at the moment, if we look at 80% of that, we're looking at 300 hotels are all males. Do you know what I mean? Right. Well, so my point is this, yeah. Because you said about families and things, yeah. You mentioned the families to me, so then that's why I said to you, look, the families are not. You're not seeing as many families in these hotels as what you think. A lot of it is all undocumented men. Yeah. Man or woman. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. So then why would all these men, why would they leave all their families? Okay, so fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point. So I've interviewed in over 100 plus migrants, and I'd probably say 90% of them they've left their families in these so-called war-torn countries. Now I say, if it's that bad, would you leave your woman and children? Would you leave your wife and child? Yeah, to come across on a boat and risk your life?
Because obviously the journey can be quite risky for those people, so I think sometimes it's a case of I'll do the journey and see.
So do you agree with that then? Do you agree then for the man to come and then send for his family then at a later date? No, see, this is the problem, you see.
But you know what? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
And they're just people were shouting out earlier, rapists, murderers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Context, please.
So let's. Okay. Do you want to go into figures? Do you want to go into statistics? Do you want to go into facts? You know, we can go there if you want to go there. Yeah. There's no problem. Go on, ask me then. Yeah, we can go there.
So where do you get your facts and figures from? And who are you? What do you do for a living?
So.
Yes, darling.
Yeah. Are you going now? Yeah. Oh, listen. Nice speaking to you. Yeah. Thank you for your time. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Come on then. Let's go.
No. So what do you do?
So basically, I own a business. Yeah. So that's my full-time thing, and then I make YouTube videos. I travel up and down the country, and I film migrant hotels. Yeah, because I feel that there's a great injustice to British people. Yeah, that are because I know people, and you probably do as well. Yeah, who know people that are struggling, and they don't get 3 meals a day. Children, don't get 3 meals a day. And I just feel to myself, for us, if we've got the money to provide for economic migrants, then we've got the money to provide for these people that have paid into the system and looked after the country. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so the legal do these people go to see their MPs at their surgeries? Do they email their MPs? Do they just come and spread hate like this now? This is not the way. This is not. We are just trying to live like everybody else, and I believe everybody has a place everywhere.
Yeah.
They are targeting the wrong people. Why are they coming to us and spreading their hate? And you should, some of the stuff they were saying.
I've been here all day.
Racist.
So, but on the flip side to this, yeah, you've got a man here, yeah, and I know this guy, yeah, this is a man, yeah, dressed in a burqa, yeah. I can show you footage. I can't now because I'm live and I won't cut it off. But footage of these people, yeah, instigating trouble and bringing, because you seem like a decent person, yeah, and you believe in what you believe in, but you've got people like this, people like that woman, yeah, who go around the country to protest, get shipped in, yeah, and they cause nothing but trouble. Yeah. No, yeah.
The woman's not doing it. She's standing there with
Because look at the scale of this protest.
She's standing there with the sign.
Yeah,
What do they do?
Look at this. Just go on. Just have a look. All I say to you is email me ayaudits@gmail.com and I will open your eyes up.
Mate, yeah. My eyes are wide open. Thank you, but my eyes are wide.
But you seem like
open.
a decent.
Listen as well, right? I'm very ambiguous looking. What's my ethnicity?
Are you?
Huh?
I don't look at somebody and think where they come from. Where would I say that you come from? I would say. You're British, I would say. Yeah, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'd say you're British. I'd say that maybe mum or dad might be little Latino or something. That's what I would have thought because of the dark features, like the dark eyes, you know, like the olive. So maybe Italian, maybe, you know. Greece?
No. My mum's Guyanese. She's Guyanese Indian, though.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have got that, would I? Yeah.
I'm not. There's so much racism, and I can't. It's exhausting for a non-white person.
Do you come from Dagenham?
I don't come from Dagenham.
No.
It's exhausting. It's mentally exhausting, and respectfully to you, as a white man, you're not going to understand that.
No, I do.
You don't understand it.
I do.
Possibly understand how it feels.
Listen, you can't.
Non-white. Come on.
Oh no, you can't. Oh no, obviously.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
I agree with that. Yeah. I need to change my battery over. Yeah. But it's good to talk to you. Yeah. Can you do me a favour, please, officer? Can you hold that over facing that way for me, please? Just while I do something for my camera. Can you just record that for me, please, yeah?
I'll hold it for you if you need me to.
No. You do. Can you hold that for me, just over there for a minute, yeah? Just hold it over there, pointing towards them, yeah? There we go, we've got a camera woman there. We're big in the game, yeah?
Sorry, I wasn't being funny about being on camera.
No,
it's just that I get embarrassed. No, don't get my child in. Can you tell him not to get my child in, please?
No, don't get the...
Not my child. So I will go apeshit. Kieran, I just told him not to get my child in it. Hide. I don't want my kid in it. He's friends with the officer.
For me at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, that's
if you
right.
catch something good, you might be on GB News later. Yeah. Your footage, and I'll get the money for it.
So I'll send you my bank details. Thanks for the great work. We're in Southend on Sea.
Is she a better commentator than me, guys? Should we set her up a YouTube channel or what?
I used to do it. I used to be in.
Okay. Happy birthday, Monday, alright? Take care.
Thank you. Hi. Sorry about the shaky hands.
You ready? You're reading the comments, isn't you? Yeah? Don't read the comments. Yeah, that's all about any advice to you. Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever do YouTube, don't read the comments.
So why don't you want your child in the camera? Because he's
What's
4.
that?
So why do you not want your child in the camera if you're in town? Because I've got to do birthday shopping and I've just... Hi.
Go on, be nice to her, people, yeah?
Closed wide shut. Don't read the comments, you're a lame guy.
What?
You're a lame guy.
I know, I'm lame.
Yeah. You are lame.
I know. Yeah.
Completely. We're all racist, certainly fucking... Yeah. How many people?
How many people's there?
1,192.
Was that it?
That's pretty good.
It's alright. It's alright there, yeah?
Do you want me to get over there a little bit?
No, I'm going to go now. Thank you for your camera work. Yes, guys, I am back. Oh.
Sorry. Someone called me lame, though.
We are back. Go on, you can ask me. Yeah? Go on. AY underscore audits. There she is. You ready yet, boss? You ready yet? You're not ready? The numbers are dwindling. We've all seen this one, haven't we, yeah? We've all seen that one. Yeah, we all know who that is, don't we? Francis. Can I speak with you before you go, Francis, yeah?
By all means,
yeah. Can I have a go on the mic? Neither do you. Neither do you. Neither do you. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Yeah. That is not racism to say that. What is wrong with you? You don't even know what racism means. And you keep shouting racism, but she don't know what it means. Make it make sense. How you can call somebody a racist, but don't know what racism means. How you could make it make sense. No, but listen, if that is what you're listening to, and it can't even define racism, kick it off the speaker, because it's doing you no favours, yeah? It's not doing you any favours at all.
It's out and out. Just,
It's unbelievable, it's ludicrous though.
Right.
Have somebody speaking that knows what they're talking about. Someone that could have a educated conversation, do you know what I mean? They can't do it. Can't do it. You would probably get more support. You've got 20 people. You'd get more support if you actually had somebody that knew what they was talking about instead of just shouting stuff for the sake of shouting it. Pardon? No, seriously.
You don't understand what hate is and what welcoming is.
No, I never said that. What I said was this, yeah? She keeps shouting racist, racist, racist. So I asked her for me to define racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, please define racism to me. But she can't define it because every time that she tries to define it, she switches it round to something completely different, which is not racist.
Who? Sorry.
The lady with the speaker. To say that economic migrants are not welcome here is not racist. It's not racist at all.
Okay, but have you read the other stuff that's on there?
Yes, I've got it all. Peace, unity. Yeah, the two that I can see.
They're just words.
Yeah. Okay. So what? Don't tell me about reading signs then. Come on. Yeah.
Anyone can hold up a sign and say peace and unity.
Look, I'm going to let you go, yeah, because you're going to make yourself look really silly, and I don't really want you to be all over YouTube looking silly.
Nothing can make peace look silly.
Look, you just asked me if I can see their signs and read humanity first, peace and unity. Yeah, and that's what I can. That's what I can see.
And I
Yeah.
agree with their sign.
Okay.
It doesn't mean anything.
So you've got stop the far right. Yeah. Now you must believe, if you're holding this, that that people that say that economic migrants are not. Let me finish. You don't even know the question. Yeah. Before you can answer. Yeah. If you believe that people who say that economic migrants should not be coming here are racist, then you're wrong. That's not racism. It's not. Wait, stay back. Yeah, I'm telling you now, yeah? Stay back from me, buddy. Yeah? I'm warning you. Come on in.
Who the fuck are you?
I'll show you who the fuck I am, Deez, if you want. You dirty little bastard. I'll smash your fucking head in for you, you little tramp. Fuck off. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Yeah? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You come to me with your fucking fist clenched like you're going to do something to me. You stupid fucking idiot. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, I'll smash your fucking head in for you, you stupid fool. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Yeah? What are you going to do? You've come to me. You come to me with your fist clenched, think you're going to hit me. Go away, you stupid idiot. Yeah, you stupid idiot. Go on, clear off. Come to me with your fist clenched. What's that?
Who do you support?
I don't support anybody. I support West Ham.
Oh yeah, come on.
You see this? Yeah, you see this? He hasn't got an argument. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know. No. Yeah, I'm filming you now. Yeah.
I fucking worked hard, mate. Those fucking ponces. Fucking ponces. Fucking ponces, the fucking lot.
It's all right, no problem, yeah?
I'll keep fucking playing you cunts.
We should be allowed to have these conversations.
Not worth it. Anyone on the right wing, please go that side.
Wait, throw that vape away, it's no good for you.
Go that side. Anyone on the
I record everything.
Please go that side.
Excuse me, lady, you're calling me right wing. I'm not right wing. I'm not right wing. I'm a normal working person. Yeah, I am right wing.
On the strike
But
side.
I'm not a racist.
No,
They
from
fucking
right.
call me a racist. I'm not a racist.
Ignore them, they're not worth
There you
it.
go.
They're not worth it.
There you go.
They're sad, protecting little people. Not worth
That's exactly what they are.
it. Right, totally on you.
Exactly what they are.
Totally. Right, well done.
Buddy, well done, buddy. Yeah,
Ain't no
well done.
racist,
Yeah.
mate.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
My
Yeah,
family are Anglo-Indian.
I know.
How can I be a fucking racist?
I know. Well, I don't know your family,
No, all
but
right, mate. It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, you gotta rate it, yeah? You have to rate it, people, yeah?
Right, okay.
No, don't start fighting. He's too old for that now. Yeah. Go back to the 70s and 80s on the terraces and he's probably there. Maybe, yeah. Only because I see the claret and blue, yeah. Guys, what about this one who come up to me? Mate, they can't have an educational conversation. They cannot. None of them have got intellect and they don't know it. Yeah? They don't know it. Guys, should we go and get him? Should we see if we can have an intelligent conversation? Shall we? But who said it isn't? Who said it hasn't? Who said it hasn't? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do, yeah. Yeah. Some of them do. Have I been to any countries? Yeah. France. No, I've been to France. You know France, they're coming on the boat, yeah? So why don't they claim so why don't they claim asylum in France? Why? Yeah. Because when they come to England that they're gonna get everything for free. I've got it on film. Yeah. Check out my YouTube channel, you'll see. Yeah. I know you're a watcher anyway, yeah. Your haters are always your biggest fans. Probably seen my videos, to be fair. If you're interested in migrants, you should do, shouldn't you? Because you'd want to see how you'd want to see how they're living, wouldn't you? You'd want to see how they're living, wouldn't you? Yeah, you do, because you watch them on YouTube, don't you? And we are the number one, the hotel investigator, the number one, the one and only. So thank you. I'll let you take a selfie with me later. I'll even sign it for you, all right?
This guy here has been to every hotel in the country.
Not everyone. I've been to a good percentage of them, though. So why did they leave their women and children? Yeah. So hold on a minute. So you would leave your woman and children in a war-torn country and flee halfway halfway around the world? Yeah. You believe you would do that? Would you leave your wife? It's not safe, is it? They're in war-torn countries. It can't be safe. They are. So you're getting the point. You're missing the point. No, I'm not. Let me get to the point then. If I'm missing it, I'll tell you the point. The point is this. They are saying that they come from these war-torn countries, but they don't. Yeah, they're not coming from these places. Yeah? Why are they not claiming asylum in France? Why are they not claiming asylum in Germany? Yeah?
Do you think it's a good idea for us to set up safe legal routes?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah? Because people coming across that channel, 2 people died in the channel last week. Yeah? Now, we had 13 boats that come into England last week. Yeah, 13 undocumented men. Yeah, that are going around. They are going to a hotel. 24 hours later, they're issued with a credit card, an Aspen card, and they're issued with an ID card. Yeah, with the name that they've given to the police. Now, they take their fingerprints, but in the EU, they won't give us their documents. Yeah, so we can't check them fingerprints. We don't know anything about these people. It was nothing to do with Brexit. Nothing to do with Brexit, yeah?
So do you think it's a good idea to have places in France where people can claim asylum?
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? Yeah? I think, yeah. Do you know what? Here we go. Yeah. Don't talk. So don't talk. You listen, you're an empty head. You're an empty head. Yeah, that's what you are. You're an empty head. You can't have civilized conversation. You want to shout and scream and abuse, and as soon as you lose the argument, you get angry. And it's the first side, and you throw insults. And you throw insults. That's what you do. Anybody that loses an argument, they throw insults because they lose. Do you know what I mean? So I think, yeah, you can ask me that question. Yeah.
You think it would be sensible to have safe legal routes available?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So I can't answer that question because I don't work in government. So what I do believe in is this. Yeah, there should be safe routes. Yeah, there should be. Maybe you should as well. Yeah. No problem. There you go. No problem. Yeah. So I think exactly. I never said once that I disagree. Yeah, with all of what you say.
A vast number of people that come here have their asylum claims approved.
And where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that from? Okay, because they don't know where they're coming from. Because they don't know where they're coming from. Because they don't know where they're coming from, do they? No, they don't. No, they don't. Because we have British people, yeah, that are getting pushed to the side, yeah, we are. This is fact.
What about the rich?
The rich?
The rich taking money out of this country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about companies like Serco? Do you know Serco, before they... Let me finish. Listen, Serco, they got the contract in 2019. At that time, we had maybe about 60... We probably had 300-400 people entering illegally across the channel. Yeah, before Serco got the contract. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, this is 100 million %. You look at Belvedere Group hotels, just about to go under. Yeah, and then last year they made £700 million profit of all of our money, taxpayer money. Yeah. So, but if you look into Serco, and 2019 they won the contract for the taxis and for the border force. Yeah. In 2020. The numbers coming across the channel skyrocketed. You look at these companies that own these boats and sell them in Germany and start following the stuff. Yeah, we need to start following the money. Yeah. Yeah, we need to follow the dough, yeah?
You've identified the problem, but why victimise the people?
Sorry, I'll do it here, sorry.
Did you have identified the problem? So why are we targeting people?
Because genuine refugees, we would all agree are welcome. Yeah, we would all agree on this, but we must draw the line and turn around and say these economic migrants that are coming. Yeah, this is the problem. This is not the issue. Yeah. So I know a council, yeah, that bought 1,500 flats. Yeah. Now I don't know this for fact just yet. We're still working on it. 1,500 empty flats they bought. Yeah. Now you would think that them flats would go to local people in. Let me finish. In that town or in that area. Yeah. They're not. They're getting 1,500 unidentified males that have entered the country illegally. Yeah. And they're going into these flats, and that's not fair. There's single mums and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
So we have plenty of homes for people. So the problem clearly is the fact that there aren't enough houses. It's the fact that scarcity.
So if I was in the benefit of listen, we agree with it. We'll all agree on certain things. There's just this fine line in the middle where we don't agree. And that is the thing that frustrates me and upsets me, because together we are stronger. The government like us to be divided. They divide and conquer. Yeah.
Divide and conquer. So let's say the hatred of the people together in terms of argument. We hate Islam.
Yes.
So I personally I'm anti-capitalist.
All right. Sorry, I can't hear. You know, I'm trying to hear. I've got this one this side. I've got this side. I don't mean to be rude. I just couldn't hear. Yeah, there's a lot of noise. I just couldn't hear exactly what you were saying. Yeah. I'm all right, buddy. You good?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Good. No, I like that handshake. Good one. Yeah. Yeah.
So can I ask you that question?
Let me come out because there's too much noise.
What's British?
What? You're British?
No, I'm
Yeah.
not British, I'm English.
No, you're British.
No, I'm English.
Okay, if you can, yeah.
Are you European?
No, no.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
England is in Britain, Europe. You don't claim yourself as European, you claim yourself as English. I'm British, I'm English.
Okay.
England, that's it.
All right.
Where does who is British?
Come over, just too noisy, yeah. So, I would say, British people are ones that have their parents or grandparents. They're born here, basically. Yeah. Basically, yeah, born here. Yeah.
So someone jumps off a boat
Yeah.
18 years ago.
Yeah.
As a baby.
Yeah.
That kid's British.
No, it's not. No. No, because it's never happened. You're asking a hypothetical question. No, we haven't had babies. No, we've not had babies come on boats.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Yeah.
my mum and dad come from wherever.
Yeah.
Land on Dover.
Yeah.
18 years ago.
Yeah.
They have a baby the day after they set foot on soil.
Yeah.
That 18-year-old child.
Yeah, the day out. He's British. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. Yeah, he was born here. Yeah.
Let's do it this way. Wait, let's do it this way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can see that. Yeah.
It's when it gets played out.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know your ins and outs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this is a load of bollocks. There's a big difference between patriotism and racism. And that's been just in a weird mix lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm English, I die for my country, whatever. But this patriotism and racism thing, I don't know your views. You might sit at home fucking doing salutes all day until the sun goes down to, you know what I mean? I don't know if
So, I'll tell you what, yeah?
Can I just ask you one? Which one was the last British colony?
What's that, buddy?
Last British colony. I mean, white British and
What do you think about what's happening in Zimbabwe and South Africa?
Look, I'll talk with you, yeah? I'll talk with you, yeah? You talk with this one, yeah? Right, so look, I believe, yeah, and now this is, I'm not racist at all. Yeah, I don't have a racist bone in. No, I don't. Bro, listen, yeah? No, I don't. You know, listen, that's the easy one to throw out. Bro, I live in London, for Christ's sake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I grow up with all different cultures, yeah? East, yeah? Yeah, I know where you're from. Yeah, come on, geez, we talk the same. Yeah, we come from the same area. Yeah, we're not far. Yeah, we're not far. Yeah, we're not far, geez. Yeah, we're not far. Yeah, no, exactly, we're not far. Yeah, I can't say because I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, but listen. Now, me and you, I would say, are probably going to agree on 95% of the stuff. Now, this one here, yeah, this sign here, yeah, refugees welcome. Find me someone over there that says refugees are not welcome. Yeah? Yeah.
Pull one over.
Okay.
I'll pick one. The one who, wait, one second. The one who looks like ain't washed with a Liverpool shirt on. Swampy, get him over here.
Where's Swampy? I can't see him, guys.
Look, saying, oh, you racist, this like Swampy. With that North Face on.
You said Liverpool top, you said a minute ago.
Yeah. He will not say that.
But anyway, my point is this. Yeah.
Come on.
Listen, my point is this. We agree, I think me and you are going to agree, on economic migrants. Yeah? Exactly. Yeah? Exactly. And this is what these are protesting about. You're going to get good and bad in each side, aren't you? Yeah?
Come on, they're not protesting about it.
They're not protesting, but it's this what they're highlighting. Yeah?
That's their argument for being here.
No.
You actually, come on, look at them. I don't think so.
No. I've got, bro. You can check my YouTube channel out later on, yeah. And I'll have, and you're on there anyway, yeah. But so yeah, the comments are flying in. See if we can just slow them down a bit if we can, yeah. If there's a moderator there, and I've got interviews with that side, and I've got interviews with this side. Now, if you'll think, I know you grew up in an era where racism was rife. Yeah, I know. Yeah, not half caste now because do you know it's mixed race now. But I've got mates that back in the day would say they're half caste. Yeah, but nowadays we can't say this. Yeah, because they say it's wrong. Do you know what I mean? But if I slipped up one day and said that, because I'm used to saying half caste fella, you know, like because this was how I was brought up. Do you know what I mean? If I slipped up one day and said, oh, the half-caste fella down the road, some people could take offence to it. Do you know what I mean? But Now, a lot of these, yeah, they can't even tell you what racism is. They don't even know what it is.
Everyone does. It's just not the greatest.
But
Listen, right? If you look at the old TM or GT or whatever his name is there with the face covering,
yeah,
ever once a day in his life off a labouring site. All them fucking save the trees, huggers, swampies fucking there.
these are save the tree huggers, buddy. This side.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Just don't.
These are the swampies. These are the lefties, bro.
Oh, okay, but you can see they've had a wash. Look, them people.
Do you reckon?
No, immigration, right? A large part of that does not impact their life one bit. Some of them do. The social bumps have never worked a day in their life.
Why, did you move down here from Hackney, yeah?
2 years ago, I moved up there. I was at Hackney, bought my first stuff in Chadwell Heath, I was 20.
Yeah.
Then, long and short, 7 things and came in 2 years ago.
Are you Arsenal or?
No!
You West Ham?
No!
Spurs. You Spurs, isn't it?
It's me. Right.
Let's go, round the corner. Let's fucking have it, yeah? No. Right.
I just want... It's just fucking bollocks, mate. It's how it's been a hijack.
Whereabouts in Hackney was you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Like, Hackney good. Yeah. I know Kingsmead. Of course I know Kingsmead. No. Yeah, I remember Kingsmead. I remember like fields in Kingsmead in like the early 90s. It was... No, I never went round that way. I went to Essex. We moved out in the late 90s, and then I come back as soon as I got old enough. But I know a lot of people around like Square Clapham, yeah, in the old square. Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. A lot of these ain't racist, buddy. Yeah, a lot of them is not racist, mate. Yeah, a lot of people think that because they see this. Yeah, they see the stop the far right signs and things like that. You know. Yeah, you know. Mate, I will say to you, go to like one of the big demos in London. Yeah.
Honestly, I worked in 10 Downing Street when they were doing that big one outside from St George's Day or whatnot. Again, it just gets hijacked by. Yeah, it's bollocks.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Anyway, Bob, listen, mate.
There is quite a few down here, to be honest with you. Yes, buddy.
That geezer, right? He says to me, take your license, right?
Yeah.
And I said, I've got a facial description.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to get filmed because like, it's going to be a risk to the welfare, right? And he goes, I said, well, that one over there is wearing a burqa.
That's a man, that is.
He went, someone else is wearing a burqa, right?
That's a man.
Who?
That guy in the burqa is a man.
Well, whoever, right?
Yeah.
It's where people are wearing burqas, right? And he went, that's all right, but it's not all right for me. What's that all about? And then,
crazy,
and
isn't
he's talking to you about being discriminated.
I had one of them. He tried to throw a punch at me. I slipped the phone in the pocket and pretty much chased after him.
Well, you know.
There we go.
Just be careful with the divide and conquer. Look at him now, look, he's a clever little man.
Who?
I didn't even know he was.
No.
Well, like,
He's not clever.
Yeah, what's the person with the dog?
Guys, listen, we can have these conversations, you know, we're educated enough. Yeah. No, where's the one? There's the other one. There's one there with a burqa. No, there's one there with a burqa. He's gone now. No, it's one, he's gone now. Yeah, but he had his face out anyway, didn't he? You alright, buddy?
Shut up, Jaya. Don't talk to Traitor! Traitor! You're all traitors! Take them all in your house if you want them. Take them all in your house. Make them all in your house.
Crazy, ain't they, Goose? Yeah, ain't they, yeah? You know we don't bother putting them in for our live streams, guys. Yeah. You know that. I don't know, maybe like punch up, buddy. Yeah, no one's gonna have no punch up here, mate. Yeah.
Can't give a lefty a shooting, what's the point?
Say that again?
I said, if you can't give a lefty a shooting, what's the point?
There you go, guys.
I mean, they don't even know what sexuality they are, let alone bloody.
They can't even tell me what racism means.
Oh, they don't. They haven't got.
They haven't got a clue.
Well, the word racism was first used by the Soviets against the Germans.
But that's
anyway, there you go.
Exactly.
We're all thick, aren't we?
We're all thick. I'm going to the bin. Put my rubbish in the bin, guys. Yeah, the police are having an easy day. Yeah, you guys have got an easy day today, ain't you? Well, so far it's quiet, isn't it? Yeah. But then again, I just said the Q word for you. I thought it was 2 beer and a bit queer Kia. I thought that was the. I don't want to give you any encouragement or anything, but no, I'm not sure.
2 tea and a bit. 2 tea and a bit queen Kia. 2 tea and a bit queen Kia. Queen Kia. 2 tea.
I like this. Yeah. This is what I like. Yeah. This is what we need to see, yeah? Unity, world peace. Pardon?
They shouldn't be taunting them because they're...
What?
They should be completely ignoring them.
Do you know what? It's peaceful enough, isn't it? You know, so...
Because they want us to fight with them.
This is very poor showing for stand up to racism. Yeah. I tell you, this is very poor showing, yeah? So guys, well, I think we're about to get the dispersal, I reckon. Are we? No, it's not. You're allowed. No, it's not.
I'm allowed to say it.
You're allowed to swear in conversation.
What?
You're allowed to swear in conversation.
I'm allowed to swear in conversation.
Yeah. You can't get done. You can't do that. Yeah. You can't do that, officer. Yeah. No, you get out of my face. Yeah. Yeah. Go away.
It's fine. It's fine. Leave them. Look, I'd rather work with them than against them. It's all right. And what should we say instead?
We just say, please just for the little ones. We're outside a child cinema. I think I'm saying.
A child cinema. We're outside a child cinema, guys. What's that? Listen, in law, yeah, in the Human Rights Act, yeah, you are allowed to use foul language in conversation, yeah? They can't tell you that you can't swear.
He's right, we're near
You're not near a children's cinema at all. It's not a children's cinema. They're just giving you loaded answers. That's all they're doing. It's just sound bites. Children, yeah? Please, yeah, come on. A cinema has over 18 films.
Someone else then was chosen by the original main organiser. She hasn't turned up. I said to her when I do it with her basically. She hasn't turned up, and I seem to have now had to take falling into the role of doing it, yeah. I have already, I don't know if you noticed, a few of my lot, have got rather irate. I've gone over there, because these people have been triggering them, calling them racist, Nazi stuff, Nazis like that. In fairness and honesty, I have no problem with going to my lot. I have time and again, just wait for them, go over that side, and I'd be quite happy to centre line and do that all day long. But I would like you guys to get if we can't use the word WAN, I would like you to stop these. If we could work together, we could work together and come into it now, and work to come into it. I would rather that. Yeah, but they're not entitled to convince people not to stop. And that's where we would say that you guys are behaving to it.
What's wrong?
Right, I've been asked quite kindly by the police that you don't use any profound language. That was my fault. I'm the one that used the WANKER word, and I've taken full responsibility for it. However, shut the fuck up! sorry.
That's all right.
And I put my hands, this man will have it on video recorder. I put my hands, and I have been asking them to stay over their side. Yeah? This guy here is getting closer and closer and closer and closer. I've asked him to stop, and because I've asked him to stop, he's getting no problem. And because I've asked him to stop, he's getting even closer now, and he's now starting to get on my nerves.
So I'll keep an eye on him.
And why didn't you say anything to the guy that threw a punch at me either?
I'd like you to actually come and ask him to move.
He's fine. Where is he at the moment? In comparison to where other people are coming over to the other side.
Well, he needs to be over his side.
And the police didn't even speak to them. As soon as that lady said the dog was word, they came and started to stop. And actually, there was a lawyer here. And Nazi scum, that is insightful language.
I don't know what my colleagues said earlier.
They told me they didn't want to interfere, they didn't want to raise the tension, but that was causing extreme distress to myself and other people.
Yeah, I get that, John. I'm in the chat, guys. How is everybody? I don't know, maybe. It could be CP's mum, I don't know. How are we all doing, guys? I hope you're all enjoying. You're allowed to use foul language in conversation. Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, exactly. Not even about a free country or anything. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're allowed to say Keir Starmer's a wanker. Yeah, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Yeah, there's nothing anybody can do about it. I can call him a wanker. Yeah, he can't do nothing. Yeah, he can't. He's got to have a higher tolerance anyway. Yeah, so. No, it doesn't. You can't. I can't be done for Section 4A on you. Yeah. I would like for you to do that so I can get another civil claim. Yeah, because you can't. Yeah.
I mean, no, personally, I don't find it offensive when you say that to me, but I would look at the case law.
Because you know, when you're in that uniform, you are a wanker. You know, that's the truth. Do you know what I mean? Maybe out of that uniform, you might be a nice guy, but in the uniform, you're a wanker.
Okay. I would encourage you to look at Section 5 versus Section 4 and the case law around that.
Yeah, I already have.
Okay.
Yeah, I already have.
Our interpretation's different.
Yeah, I already have. That's the beauty of the law, it's interpretation. You don't really know the law too much anyway. You know, you'll probably know a little bit of legislation. Maybe Section 1 you'll know, maybe. Section 23, you'll know that. That's probably about as far as your knowledge will go. There he is, the patroller. He's been patrolling all day. Up and down, up and down. No, I've just lost 2 now. You come on and I lost 2. 23 subscribers, he reckons we got, guys. Yeah, I know, buddy. This time next year I'll have 100k. What's that, bro? Bro, do you really think I've got 17 subscribers? Come on. What's that, mate? No, man. How many do you reckon I got? I reckon I've probably got about 35,000. Yeah. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. I need to get myself a loud hailer. What's that, buddy? Yeah, thank you, bro, yeah. Thank you, mate. The beauty, isn't it, you know, we can all have our own opinions, you know what I mean? As long as we're like this, civil, amicable, you know, this is what it's all about, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? We all should be able to have our own opinions, shouldn't we, yeah? Get the badge in. Let's get the badge in. I'm going to tell you what, yeah? You know, with some more organisation, this could be a lot. This will be a lot different, yeah. This will be a lot different.
Crime is rising because there is so many.
There you go. I'll hold for you just a second, yeah? We've got to be careful, we might take off in a minute. Yeah? I reckon I'll be able to weight you down, don't worry, yeah? I have to let go now.
They clearly can't stay on their own side. That's how stupid you are, mate. Whatever, go over to your own side. Which is nice. Go over to your own
Whereabouts
side.
in Yorkshire was you born, buddy? Dewsbury, yeah? Okay.
Go over to your own
I swear Dewsbury was what?
side.
Dewsbury was another one of them rape gang inquiries there, was it? Or rape gang things there, wasn't there in Dewsbury, wasn't there?
Over here don't seem to get the actual idea of overpopulation. Here he goes.
He won't talk. I've tried to get him. I've tried to get him a few times. Let's try and get him again. Can we have our interview now? Because you seem no. He won't have it. She's all right. This one here, we've had good conversation with this one. She's actually, she's all right, yeah. This one's okay. The one with the... Oh, this one's got some face. Free from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will never be free as long as Hamas is there.
Well, I think Israel is slightly a bit more damage than Hamas, I think.
Do you reckon?
Well, have you not seen it?
Have you seen it then? Or do you just see one side?
Huh?
Do you just see one side? Or do you look at all sides and make a perspective?
People being killed.
How many?
How many of those? Over 60,000.
Over 60,000.
Palestinians being killed.
Yeah.
Most of those women and children.
Most of them. So you would say what? 40,000, 50,000 then? If you say 60,000 have been killed, so would you say... yeah, no, but you just said 60,000 have been killed. Most of them are women. Over 60,000 have been killed. Mostly women and children. So you're saying then that 50,000 or 40,000 women and children have been killed. But this is war. Do people not get killed in war? It's not war. What is it then? What is it? What is it? Okay. Oh, yeah. You thought you was going to get a bird poop on your head, didn't you? Yeah. So it's not a war, no?
No, it's an illegal occupation of a country.
So, very one-sided, yeah? What weapons? They get quite a lot from Hezbollah, to be fair. Yeah. 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 All provided by... And who else? And who else? So you don't know. This is the problem, you see. You don't know. You're fighting and arguing for something that you don't know. No, not, listen, I've just said good things about you. Yes. Yeah.
Please don't.
I just said good things about you, yeah. And you. I said good things about this lady as well, yeah. Because I appreciate when you can actually have an educated and stand-up conversation. And just because we don't agree on everything doesn't mean that we can't talk to each other. Go on, ask me. Zimbabwe, he just told you this earlier on, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just told you. We've already had this conversation an hour ago. But we've had this conversation an hour ago.
Don't run away from me.
You know you want to come again? Come on, ask me again.
So how many white British?
Okay. How many what?
White British do you have in Zimbabwe?
How many white British is in Zimbabwe? I don't know. I've never been there.
Go get education.
I don't know. What's that got to do with anything? How many white British people are in the UK? You know, come on. Even you're smiling and kind of, you know. Pardon?
We are worse for going to other places and settling there because we want to, and not even for refugee reasons. We have plenty of people in this country who will go to other countries and settle there just because we want to. And we're all right with that. But when people come over here in little dinghies, risking death,
shocking, isn't it?
to come here,
Terrible, isn't
we're
it?
angry about it.
Terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, that it's very.
Why are you campaigning
Okay.
to send them back?
All right. So let me answer the question. Yeah, because you asked there was three kind of so like a loaded question you give. Yeah. So I'm going to give it break it down into different stages. It's absolutely horrendous. Yeah, that people in this day and age, 2025, are risking their lives, yeah, to come across the channel. 2 people died last week in the channel, yeah. That's just what we know about, you know. We don't know how many, whatever else has happened. You know what I mean? So yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's an absolute joke. Now the problem is genuine refugees. I don't think 90% of the people will actually have a problem with genuine refugees. Yeah, I'm just saying, from my opinion. Yeah, from who I've spoken to. Now I go to a lot of places and I make a lot of videos and I speak with a lot of people. Now I think genuine refugees are welcome. You're 100% right. It's these ones that are coming here illegally and undocumented. Yeah, that is the problem. Yeah. Yes.
Your side.
Not my side, because I'm not any side, yeah?
Fair enough. But these people, they will go on and on and on about how the illegal immigrants are being given housing and funding. If they're illegal, then they're not.
They are.
No.
They are.
No,
Look.
if they are illegal.
Okay, yeah. So the Immigration Act, 2023, yeah, legally does it. All right, so a small crossing, yeah, across the channel is a legal entry. Now I have met, me personally, yeah, this is not just some YouTube channel, yeah, like you can watch this on my own channel. I have met personally, yeah, hundreds of migrants that have come over illegally. They are living in hotels. Yeah, hold on, let me finish. Yeah, it is a criminal offence. So, and I can prove to you it's a criminal offence. A guy just got sentenced to 9 months prison. Yeah, the one that was, he was in Palestine, but he was a Hamas supporter, and then he TikToked himself coming across. His charge was entering the country illegally. Yeah.
So.
That is a criminal offence.
Okay, but you say he got locked up.
He got locked up.
So they didn't give him housing and funding, did they?
They did. Let me finish. They did for 7 days. Yeah, in the hotel. Yeah, then they went and arrested him and charged him, and then sent him to prison.
That's not
yeah.
housing and funding. That's putting
Right.
them in a hotel.
Okay.
Who owned the hotel and who's making money from the
Exactly. Do you know Belvedere?
owns the
You know,
hotel
right?
and
So
who's making money
exactly.
out of it?
So you know Belvedere is a big hotel chain. They own Ibis. A French company own it. Yeah.
It's not a French company.
It is.
It's a
Hey, cool.
it's a subcontract.
Mate, you don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
You don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking
You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Yeah. A French company. You can check all this out.
Who
Yeah.
owns?
Listen, that's not very nice, is it? Yeah.
G4S.
Listen, don't do things like that. Yeah, that's not
And a
nice at all. Yeah.
subcontractor. It's only
Yeah.
Seco, Clear Homes.
No, but that's not nice. Yeah.
Which house?
Don't do things like that. You know.
It's only Seco.
Yeah.
I love silly string.
No, but listen, that's not very nice. Do you know what I mean? That's not very nice at all. Buddy, you're boring me anyway. You're not talking no sense. So it's a French company. Yeah, they made £700 million. Yeah, profit of our money. Yeah, taxpayers' money. Yeah, and this is French owned. You know, this is like we've got to start to look at things in the bigger picture here. Do you know what I mean? Now, I've met people, and I can show you. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but I've met people that are staying in HMOs. They've been in the country for 2 months, and now because of the outcry of the hotels, they're putting them in HMOs. Yeah, these people are walking on amongst people. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Why is it their fault?
It's not their fault. I would do the same thing. Chat, let me just ask you one question. If we could come to a country and we give everything for free, would we all go there? Of course we would. Yeah, everybody would. You know, anybody in their right mind would. Can't blame them for coming.
You still haven't given me an example where people are being given everything for free just for coming here, though.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You gave
They're
me an
in
example
hotels.
of where someone was being
Go onto my YouTube.
Someone was being held.
Yeah.
The example you gave me, in your words,
Yeah.
someone was being held
Yeah.
for all of 7 days in a hotel
Yeah.
before they put him in a prison.
I've got interviews with migrants that have been in hotels for 3 years, you know. I've got interviews with migrants that have been in there for 2 years.
Yes, but that's not housing, is it?
What is that then?
That's a hotel. That's where people stay and then leave.
Do you know what? Technically, you are right. Yeah, because technically you're right because they're issued with a C1 license. Yeah, if it was a HMO, they'd be with a C3 license. So technically, you are actually right. Yeah.
And also,
So I'm going to agree with that. Yeah.
the law gives, as you said, if they are genuine immigrants, if they are genuine refugees, then yes, it is legal for them to come here.
Not on a boat, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Not in the back of a lorry, it's not either.
If they are genuine refugees, it is legal for them
So
to
where's
come
their
here.
passports and stuff? Why do they?
Refugees.
No, but why do they put their passports in the water? Why do they? Why do they dump them?
I'm sorry.
Why do they dump their documents?
Why would someone come over
Mm.
in a boat?
Sorry.
In a boat across the channel,
Mm.
once again risking their life. I'm not, and I cannot overstate that enough. Why would
Yeah.
someone come over, risk their life
Yeah.
in a tiny little dinghy across the channel if they have a passport and can legally come here?
Right. Should I tell you why? Because they know that if they say that they come from certain countries, yeah, then they can claim asylum. But a lot of these people, they're not coming from these countries what they say they come from.
Right. And assuming that that is true,
Yeah.
assuming that that is true, because I don't have documents to hand to prove it.
Neither do I. So
Assuming that that is true,
yeah.
do you really think that there are enough of those people to cause the damage that we are seeing to this country from the government?
Do you know what? I don't think it. I know it. I don't think it. I know it. Yeah. From somebody that has been to a vast majority of these hotels up and down the country. Yeah. Why? All I see in 70-80% of them, of the hotels in general, they're all full of men. Yeah. So what? So okay. So why would the women and children not come? If these were war-torn places, yeah, why would the women and children wait there and be, like they say, be raped, be murdered?
In
Yeah.
most of these war-torn places, the women and children are evacuated
Mm.
and the men are conscripted.
So where are the women and children then?
Evacuated.
Yeah, to where?
whatever the closest country to them is usually.
Yeah.
That will take them.
Okay. So then the men then are conscripted into army, yeah? And then so they run off, they flee, yeah? They, depending where they flee from, they normally on average travel through 7 safe countries. Yeah. Why don't they claim asylum in none of them countries?
It's anyone's guess.
Do you know why? You know why? Do you know why?
Maybe maybe it's safer here for them.
No, not safer. You can't be saying that Germany, France, these countries are not any more dangerous than here.
I could
Yeah.
say that they would believe that.
You know.
Having been
Should I tell you what?
in France and-
Have you been to Germany before? Yeah. And how did you feel in Germany? Did you feel safe? No. Do you feel safe walking the streets of London of a night time?
London, yeah, not here.
No. You don't feel safe here? No. So it's
why?
no.
Do you want me to say why?
Why?
Not because of immigrants.
No.
I don't feel safe walking these streets because of.
You don't actually have a migrant hotel in Southend, by the way. You have one in Rochford, the Skylark. Yeah.
I didn't ask.
No.
But I don't feel safe walking the streets of Southend, not because of immigrants. I don't feel safe walking the streets of Southend because of teenage boys, white racist adults. Because racists are usually also sexist, transphobic, homophobic. I feel unsafe because of those people. I have only ever been made to feel safe by the many, many immigrants that I've known. Not just here, in London, across the country.
Okay, that's a fair point. You know, that's a fair argument. You know, I can't say how you feel and how you don't feel. Only you can say how you feel and don't feel.
And having also been working class and below the poverty line for most of my life, I can tell you right now that the thing stopping us getting jobs is not immigrants. It's the tightening of regulations and rules and application processes and the sheer amount of loopholes you have to jump through to get the most basic level job. Because they would much rather hire someone fresh out of college, someone fresh out of school, and then pass them on to the next place. There's so many seasonal jobs, and those are targeted towards people fresh out of education who either have no other choice or don't know any better, so can be treated lesser by these workplaces. Places like McDonald's will only take people who are underqualified from everywhere else. I know, I applied for McDonald's and I was rejected for being overqualified. But I couldn't get a job anywhere else. And I look at these places that I've applied for jobs for, there's not a gazillion migrants working there, they're all white.
Is there?
All white people.
Should we go to McDonald's? It's just there. Can we have a look? Can we prove your theory?
I'm not talking about McDonald's. I'm talking
You said McDonald's.
I said the places that I have applied to.
Okay, but you did say McDonald's you applied to, yeah?
One example.
Yeah. Can you give me another example?
I also said that people fresh out of college and such are being
Because we can. There is a McDonald's there.
exploited by McDonald's. So of course there will possibly be immigrants there as well, because it is a job that is exploitative. The jobs that immigrants are getting are exploitative. By and large, they are cleaners, they are fast food workers, they are people who the general public view as lesser. And I know this because I have worked as a cleaner.
Sorry guys, I'll zoom right into you. Because I zoomed into McDonald's, I just looked at the screen and you just looked like you had a massive head and I was like, oh sorry. Yeah.
Even myself, as a white person, as a cleaner, is dirt. You're treated like the dirt you're cleaning up.
What's wrong with it?
Those are the jobs that immigrants are being. Those are the jobs that are being given to immigrants. It's the worst, low-tier jobs that no one else wants. So you can't be saying that it's because of immigrants that you can't get a job, because the desirable jobs are closed to everyone.
But who has mentioned you can't get a job because of immigrants? Who has said that? Have they said that? Because I've got it all on film. you know.
You're doing specifically who has said that right here and now.
No, I'm just saying, you know, like, I've not, you know.
It is one of
Yeah.
it's one of the primary talking points of the right.
To be honest with you, yeah. So look, I get a lot of right wing responses in my videos. I feel migrant hotels. Yeah, I'm going to get this. Yeah. Now, for somebody that speaks with these people quite a lot, yeah, I don't hear that too much. Yeah. Do you know what? I hear more about the housing. I hear more about the crime statistics. I hear more about how we are getting, like us white people are getting pushed out to one side, yeah, in the housing register. I know where there's 1,500 flats, yeah, that a bankrupt council have bought that have got no money. They've bought 1,500 flats, yeah, allegedly they've got no money, but they've bought this, and instead of giving it to British people, not just white people, but British people, instead of giving it to them, they're giving it to 1,500 undocumented men. So they're going to plant 1,500 undocumented men that they don't know anything about, and they're going to plant them. No, but I'm just saying, but don't interrupt, yeah, for 1 second, yeah. No, but I'm just, listen, what, 1,500 undocumented men moving? If you want to drop me an email, yeah, then I can send it to you, yeah.
So you don't have a source?
Yeah, I do have a source, but I can't show it to you. Yeah, I can't show it to you. Yeah, I'll send it to you, or send you the whole thing, the whole document. Yeah, there's no point. You know what I mean? I've got it all on email. You know.
So, where did you get the document from?
What's that?
Where did you get the document from?
Let me mute this for a second, guys. Yeah. I'm back again, guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just, you know, I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Yeah. When I don't need to get them in. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to get people in trouble. But in my mind, to drop 1,500 undocumented men into one housing block, into one flat block, is wrong. You know, that's not right. Because if you dropped 1,500 white people in one place, it'd be racist. It'd be racist, wouldn't it? You would call that racist, wouldn't you?
Would we?
I think she would, yeah.
No, listen, because I think it's depends in terms of when you house people, right? If you were to house 1,500 migrants or 1,500 homeless people, it's just about the services that exist here. There are certain services that are made specifically for asylum seekers because that is a specific social problem, right? So it's just the fact that they're putting 1,500 people in because they're the people that they have, like, jurisdiction over. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have any sort of services that are only for white people.
No, and that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case. Yeah, there should not be the case. So why don't you integrate these people then? Why don't you integrate them into society? Yeah.
Yeah, because they live here.
Okay. So what? So you think? So you've putting 1,500 of them all together in one block of flats? 1,500, yeah, in one block of flats. You think that's integrating?
You know they have
No, that's not.
building, right?
That's not integrating.
You know they have to building, right?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
Like, most people don't, and that's you can have whatever.
I know my neighbours. I make a point to know my neighbours, by the way, because we actually look out for each other. That is what the great British public. That was our morals. That was our values. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think that, like, whoever I live with in my building affects anything about whatever relationships I create outside of that. When I go out and I live my life and I'm with my friends, I go to
All right. So imagine this then, yeah. Okay. So imagine this then, yeah. If you lived in a building with 1,500 illegal immigrants, would you feel safe? No, don't lie. Yeah, do not lie. Yeah, do not lie. Do you know what?
Can I ask why you feel less safe with immigrants than you would with white people?
I never said white people. Nobody said colour. Yeah, nobody said colour. I never said colour. I never said colour. I never said colour. If I did, I must have been mistaken. Yeah. Thank you for joining the team. Yeah. No, I just have to thank them when they join membership. Yeah. Bye bye. It was nice talking to you earlier. Yeah.
You did mention what
Yeah. Okay.
Why is it any different? Like, why do you feel
Because
less safe with immigrants?
it's not about feeling less safe. It's about these people. These people are undocumented. We don't know nothing about their history. We don't know.
About the history of people.
What's that?
No.
But the police do. Yeah, of course they do. If I've been in trouble with the police, they're going to know, aren't they?
But a lot of people have also done a lot of illegal things and never got caught. So.
You calling me a criminal now?
I just mean the police don't know. The police don't know who you are and what you do. By
They've got a facial recognition van there. Yeah, they're scanning everybody's faces. Yeah, they're targeting every single person.
They are only legally allowed to use it if they suspect you of a crime.
No, they can't.
Oh, I don't know.
No, that's not true. Yeah. Listen, that's not true.
I'm not saying that they don't.
Everybody in the high street's face gets scanned. If you are wanted, it catches you. Yeah.
I'm not saying that they don't do that. I'm saying that it's not legal for them to do that. Yeah.
We agree on something.
Oh yeah, we
Look,
agree.
come on, we agree on something. We have to fist bump now. We agree on something. Yes, there we go. We got there in the end. An hour.
Can I also just, we were going to have a conversation earlier. Can I give
An hour and 12 minutes. We have actually got somewhere with this lady. Go on, you can talk to me. Yeah.
I identified the problem. We agree on a lot of stuff, but we identified the problem in slightly different places.
Yeah.
Because you was talking about like the companies follow the money. Right? I'm an anti-capitalist.
Yeah.
I see the issue as being with the capitalist system that puts profit on the people.
Yeah.
And the thing is about capitalism and the way that it works is that in order to rule over us, they use oppression. So they use racism to divide us and get people to blame the immigrants for problems when the problems are coming from above. They're coming from, we hate Keir Starmer too, but we also hate Nigel Farage because he's just the same but worse. So he's a billionaire as well. He wants to privatise the NHS, he wants to make money out of our ill health.
Yeah.
So we agree on a lot of the same stuff. Immigrants have a problem, they're not to blame. They are suffering under this system just as much as we are, if not more.
But what do you, so...
Especially refugees, but fleeing areas that our government is funding.
Yeah.
So the reason that they're coming here, again, it comes from the capitalist system that we are also against. We have a lot in common.
I know we do.
So why though do you think that like...
I would love it if we could meet...
us to be living with like refugees and stuff, like, where does that come from?
It's not about just being unsafe, yeah? It's about refugees. Forget refugees, yeah? Because, like I've always said since I've come here, I know, and I know this, that a great proportion of us will agree that genuine refugees are welcome. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not.
Would you risk your life for no reason?
Listen, if you turn around and said to me today, hey, why? We can go over to France, me and you, not just hypothetically, yeah? We can go to Southend Beach down here, down to the front. Yeah, we can jump in a dinghy. We're going to get over there, and they're going to give us everything for free. Do you know what I'll turn around and say to you? Do you know what I'd say to you? They're going to rescue us anyway. The French are going to escort us. The French are going to give us life jackets. Let me finish. The French are going to give us life jackets. So the English are going to give us the life jackets. Yeah, the French, they're going to escort us. If anything happens, they're going to save us. Yeah. No, listen, if we get that far, yeah, the English are going to escort us. If anything happens, the English are going to rescue us and bring us back. This is what happens, but on the other side, the French will rescue them and take them back. Now, if we do get into the international water part, yeah, then the French pick us up and take us to France.
You're good with creating safety in the room, right?
Oh yeah, 100%, yeah.
So we also believe that people talk about making it harder and difficult in order to deter people from coming, and that hasn't worked clearly, right? People just take the unsafe route because they are desperate. Yeah? So we want to create safety in the rooms as well.
So why don't we do something like this, yeah? Like we have many islands, yeah, like around Scotland, yeah? Why don't we just, when they come, why don't we just take them to one of these islands, yeah?
Why do you think that there's not enough
What, not enough what?
Not enough resources.
Oh, there's not enough resources, yeah?
But the trouble is we also don't, because it's about why there's not enough resources, I think, is the trouble. I think there's not enough resources because, again, because of the government, because the capitalist system, because it's a for-profit system that cares about people. Whereas I think, do you think that we lack resources because there's too many people?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And that's
yeah.
where our difference
Yeah.
is.
See,
And
I think...
honestly, my family
impoverished since long before any immigration debates.
No, because immigration has been around for longer than what me and you have been around. Yeah, and our families, my families was poor. Yeah, I remember. I can't go back that far. Yeah, but I remember in the 80s when my mum was starving herself to feed us as children. I remember that in the 80s. Yeah, and that's one of my earliest memories as a child growing up. Yeah, watching my mum live off soup, just so me and my sister could have food. That was in the Maggie Thatcher era in like the 86, 87, 88. Yeah. So I remember, that's my earliest memory. And imagine that as a child. Now, so immigration, listen, immigration has always been around. Do you know what I mean? And we can never ever, immigration is good to a certain extent if it is managed and if it is managed in the right way. You know, and this is the thing, when we've got undocumented men, this is not managed. You know, we have no knowledge about this.
Can I also ask about the independent managed? I think, like, there are issues with the management. So I've got was an asylum seeker for 5 years before his asylum was, like, claimed.
You're that for me.
Before his asylum claim was granted. So there's obviously big issues with how long that bureaucracy takes.
It's massive, isn't it? Yeah. That's one of the problems.
And so there's lots of things that can come about that. But I do want to talk about sort of like uncommon difference in that. Like thinking that there's too many people who are scarcity. Like I think there's more than enough to go around. Maybe it's not the problem is that it's quite well. In terms of our NHS, we could have NHS that works it's a long way. I've made that cuts because we think about the amount of like immigration. That does, it's not even close to the amount of like increases in poverty in the NHS is about cuts. A third of people after a year of working in the NHS England, okay, that might be slightly inaccurate, it's memorised facts. So
no.
Most people leave because it's such a difficult workplace to be in, because they're working way too hard, way too little, okay? And that comes from the fact that it's being underfunded, it's being privatised. It's been setting off on NHS for years and years and years. I mean, I'm not here to talk about politicians, okay, but Jeremy Corbyn was talking about this back in 2017, right, about how they're privatising the NHS behind our back. They're sending off all these different services to these private companies. That is what's wrong with the NHS. It's not immigration, it's not immigrants. Because we know when we go to the doctor, it's an immigrant that helps us. Yeah, it's immigrants that do our health care and look after them. I mean, we've seen that. So the problem comes from the rich people.
Need the right people.
It's the rich people. It's the capital.
It's not, but this is where it gets twisted. Yeah, we agree with this. Yeah, but what we don't agree on is all of this undocumented men that keep coming. Yeah. Why is that the front? Look,
That's not a coincidence, is it? Yes, I mean, yes, it is.
I don't mean to, listen. Yeah.
But also, it isn't. It isn't because it's capitalism that's causing.
If you can't see,
the reason they're coming is because we're funding the wars in them countries.
You know that recently there's been a poll out. The top 29 richest people in this country have got more than 50% of the poor.
Exactly.
That's disgusting.
So why is the energy?
but if you look at it like even in the world, 80% of the people have 20% of the money, and 20% of the people have 80% of the money. Yeah. Now, okay. So then, if you look at some of the big richest people in the world, who are they? Who are they? Are they? Are they? Are they?
Is your point that some
Yeah,
of them
I'm
are
asking what the question is.
And my point is, that is.
Class comes before, and especially like class does end up coming above like race and gender and everything, right? But you look at people like Rishi Sunak and Kevin Badenoch, do you know what I mean? Like they definitely, in terms of their class, have got that first. And so for me as an anti-capitalist, like oppression, and I still have I'm just very strong anti-racist, sexism, all these problems are big problems, but they're tools of the ruling class to divide.
So what do you think about like?
What's happening in South Africa at the moment?
To be honest, I'm not paying attention to South Africa.
Well, basically white people have been targeted.
That has been disproven.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
It was actively reported on.
It's getting worse.
On what? On what news channel? Just so I can have a look at it. Oh, it must be true then. Sorry, it must be true. Yeah, it must be true. Yeah.
I saw a clip
Do you know what? We are having, a decent conversation. Yeah? We're actually having a decent... We are, you know? And I respect I do, honestly. Yeah, I wouldn't say it if I didn't. I actually respect your opinions, yeah? No, we haven't got that far yet, yeah?
I mentioned about growing up poor. These are 3 of my siblings.
Yeah, hello people, yeah? Hello people. Listen, listen, I'm going to give you some advice. Because a lot of children, they look up to their elders. Like their older siblings. Don't take her views, all right? Do not believe in her views, okay? Go this way, you know, do not agree with it, you know?
I think Jeremy Corbyn's a great politician.
No. I love coming to these, do you know what? It's very refreshing, yeah, that we can actually come here, yeah, and we can actually have these conversations. This is what it should be about, yeah? We should be able to stand here. Yeah, we can get to common ground, yeah, but there's always going to be that part in the middle that we're not going to agree on. And this is what the governments thrive on. Do you know what I mean? And the more, it's in the books. The art of war. Divide and conquer, yeah? And we also must remember, history was only ever written by the victors. Yeah, so we don't even know if this is true. It's only because the people that won have managed to write the history. Do you know what I mean? We can't, you know...
7th of July, there's a march in London.
Yeah, the anti-austerity.
So it's about anti-austerity.
Do you know what? Whenever I go to London, I've been assaulted by Stand Up to Racism protesters.
Did you get in their face with the camera?
Nah, never. My camera's here like this all the time. I was with 2 people here. One of your guys tried to throw a punch at me. Wow. Yeah. In the green, you know, he tried to throw a punch. Didn't try to throw a punch. He come towards me with his hands clenched. Yeah, this, that, you know. And I'm like, hold on.
I'll be honest, like, in terms of me, like, as people, when it comes to, we always like push. Because I'm one of the stand-up to racism organisers in Southend, so I can speak for stand-up to racism. There might be people on our side who do shit, right? But our line is to not engage in non-violent activity. That is our line.
Listen, the leader of Stand Up to Racism, do you know who actually is the leader to it?
I'm curious as to know who
I know who it is. It's Paul Sillett. It is, yeah. Or if he's not, then he's very high up in it, yeah. And this guy, Paul Sillett, is on hundreds of videos with his little gang. Yeah, the guy with the ginger beard, big ginger beard. Yeah, they are on hundreds of videos, antagonising, instigating trouble, and doing violent acts. Yeah.
Stand Up to Racism, the line is mostly it's about a united front against racism. So majority of what Stand Up to Racism does, I will admit, can often be quite reactionary. A lot of the time, if they are being persecuted genuinely, because today although women and children in that country will have been evacuated, whereas the men will be fleeing conscription and persecution at the same time.
Would you be interested in something? Yeah.
It's harder
Guys, what do you?
In the past to escape how we've needed to mobilise against them in order for them to.
War is a male.
Look, I don't live too far from Southend. Yeah. And I can have an actual decent conversation with you. Yeah. Like on the level. Yeah. Would you be interested in doing something one day, yeah, where we can actually just sit down, away from this, away from all the noise, coffee and talk, yeah, and make a video.
The videoing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm starting a teacher training course in September, so I can't be on the internet doing this stuff.
All right.
Because I'm going to be a teacher.
So what's that matter?
I'll get sacked. So
why?
You're not allowed to really be like too publicly political when you're a teacher.
Right.
I will still be protesting, but the internet stuff I've got to be more careful about when I start teaching. AV's pulled up. I'm also a lesbian.
She's a lesbian. Yeah. AY hasn't. Yeah. But we can convert, guys. You know we are converters. Yeah. It's only banter. Yeah. It's only ever banter. Yeah.
It's
sorry.
That
yeah.
normalises violence that does actually happen.
No, I didn't mean it like that in any way. You know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When you make them jokes, it makes people think it's okay to do actual violence.
What? No, I didn't say no one said anything about violence.
When you talk about converting lesbians,
Yeah.
That
No, that's just
listen,
oh.
that encourages people to be racist.
Oh no, I didn't never mention anything like that. Yeah, never any. Yeah, that's not nothing. Listen, no, I would never ever joke about that. Yeah, if that's the way it's come across, then I wholeheartedly I apologise for that. Yeah, because I would never.
When you joke about lesbians, that's
Yeah, no, I never said that. Yeah, I never said that. Yeah, no, I never said that. You know. Yeah, I never, in no way, shape or form did I intend that. Do you know what I mean? Thank you. Listen, we're all here to be educated. Do you know what I mean? We're all here to be educated. You've done a good job. Yeah, you've done a good job. Yeah, you've done a good job. So, what do you feel about the transgender toilets?
Led by the man who lied and fronted the lies about Brexit.
What do you feel about that?
You know,
Do you think men should use men's toilets and women should use women's? Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about like women's safety.
Conversation changes.
I want to keep the camera on this guy. Yeah.
People talk about like women's safety and stuff, right, with trans women in their toilets. I'm going to tell you a story.
It's over your shoulder. One second. I just wanted to make sure I had him. Yeah, because he just looked a little bit.
A man does not have to put on a dress to follow a woman into a women's toilet. Because I've been followed into the women's toilet by a man who looks like a man.
Yeah.
Came in, forced his way into the cubicle I was in.
Yeah.
And was asking me for help.
Yeah.
He didn't have to put a dress on to do that. Right? So I don't think that this issue of like women being less safe with trans people is the issue that people are making it out to be. Because women are unsafe generally in life. But trans women, if they go into a men's toilet, they're going to get beaten the shit out of. They'll be safer in a women's toilet. Okay? Maybe there are a minority of trans women who have not unlearned some misogyny and might be hateful, but that is a minority. And I'd much rather that trans women don't get beaten the shit out of. Women are never going to be 100% safe in toilets because men follow us in anyway.
See, I'm a firm believer. Yeah, and you're probably. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I put in, like it's also like she's speaking not just for like herself though. Like you're acting like she's just speaking for herself. She's speaking for like a lot of people, all women. Because
Well, she can't speak for all women.
I'm 15, and I'm putting it out there. I agree with her 100%.
Yeah, but
I feel safe, and it's about me, right? Little girls, I'm a little girl
Okay.
today, and her view is right. I feel safer.
You can't say, that she speaks for all women because there's only 4 women. Do you know what I mean? Or 3 women. Yeah. Well, of course we do. Of course we do. Yeah.
In terms of speaking for all women, I think and I don't need to speak for
No.
but I think what she's saying is that all women have
Bless you.
so many experiences like that. Because when I told people about what happened to me in the toilets,
Yeah, shocking that is.
every girl that I told was like, oh yeah, regular Tuesday.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. But women shouldn't be made to feel like that in any way.
But that's how we live. That's our lives. That's what happens every day.
On a personal
level. She's alright. I'll look after her. Yeah.
On a personal level as well.
No, but you see that when they were spraying her. What did I turn around and say? Whether I agree with what you know, I would. That's why I said no. Don't do that. That's out of order. What's the point? Don't spray her with stuff. That's not very nice. That's bullying.
Did, however, just speak over me. Like even like on a personal level, like with transiting as well. I have had like I'm gay.
Oh no, you're kidding.
No, right.
Really?
No.
Yeah, I could never have guessed. Yeah. Maybe it was the.
No, I think it's the pink.
No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't that at all. Yeah.
I've obviously spent time at gay bars, and sometimes at a gay bar, when it fills out, people stop giving a shit what bathroom they're going into. Trans or not, everyone will just filter into whatever bathroom's free because the women's line will just keep going.
Yeah, I've gone into men's toilet.
I have been followed.
She's admitted to it. Yeah.
I have been followed aggressively into men's toilets at that gay bar by women, while the men had to defend me. I have not once ever in my entire life felt unsafe with a trans woman. One of the latest arguments that I've seen pop up online is swimming pool changing rooms. So
The swimming pool changing rooms are open. Everyone in there is naked. I remember as a child being in one of those swimming pool changing rooms and being deeply...
See you later, buddy.
Good to
Yeah,
see you.
see you later, mate. Yeah.
And being deeply uncomfortable as a small child.
Mm.
But I was essentially being leered at by adult women.
Are you live streaming this?
No.
No, you're just recording me, yeah?
It's just for posterity.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'd just plugged my channel, that was all. Yeah. I would have just plugged my channel up.
It's just mostly just filming and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I think they do realise, yeah.
I've been defended by men against women. I have been assaulted by men the same way that most women have. Trans women have never, ever been a problem. If anything, any trans woman I have ever known has been more afraid of me than I have been of them. Like, I've had many trans women just come up to me and be like, can you come with me because I am scared to go pee. And I think that's...
Well, me personally, and you probably won't like this, yeah, but it's only my opinion. A man is a man, and a woman is a woman, yeah. And yeah, well, the law agrees though. The law does agree. The Supreme Court does. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah.
The Supreme Court made a basic ruling based on flimsy wording.
But I feel that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. And you know what? If I took my daughter into a changing room, and there was a man there dressed up as a woman, and my daughter was in there with him, or it, yeah, I like to call it, yeah.
Because you don't see those people as human.
No, I don't see them as human. You know, I see them severely got mental health problems. Yeah, in my own opinion.
You see
Yeah.
people with severe mental health problems as inhuman.
Yeah, well, not inhuman. If a man thinks he's a woman, yeah, then he's got to have something wrong with him mentally. Yeah, because he can believe he's a woman as much as he wants. Yeah, but I'm not stupid enough to believe he's a woman. You know, because I know the difference between man and woman.
Except science disagrees.
No. A man is a man, a woman is a woman.
Science disagrees.
Well, no, a man is a man, a woman is a woman. You know, a scientist can't tell me that this is a man. I know this is a woman. I can see it's a woman.
How do you know?
Well, I can see.
How do you know?
How do I know? If you don't mind me being rude, but you've got breasts, for one. Yeah.
A lot of men have breasts.
You know, but this is a woman. This is not. I can tell. Look at your throat. You know. Look at your throat. You know, you've not got no Adam's apple.
Gynecomastia is more common than redheadedness, right?
What's that? Redheadedness?
I believe, yeah. Gynecomastia is more common than having red hair. Naturally.
Right. What, ginger? You mean?
Yeah, ginger.
Right. Yeah, because they're coming a rarity now anyway, aren't they? Gingers. Yeah, they're getting extinct as well, aren't they? You know. Yeah, you don't really see many gingers no more.
So do gingers deserve less rights? Because they're not.
No,
They've not got a real haircut.
We should always be treated equally. Yeah. We should always be treated equally.
Referred to a man in woman's clothing as it.
Yes.
So you have dehumanized that person.
I've not dehumanized him. I'm just not stupid enough to believe, yeah, that a man is a woman.
Calling someone it is dehumanizing them.
No, it's not.
If they do not consent to be called it.
Well, no.
Because it is a term.
I can call you a cow. Yeah.
That is dehumanizing me.
No.
That is disrespecting me.
Do you know what I mean?
You just said you treat everyone equal.
I do.
You are disrespecting someone based on how they are dressed. That is not treating people equal.
No, I was only joking when I said that. Yeah.
No, you weren't, mate.
No, a cow, I said. That's what I mean. I'm not joking about that.
You're not joking about it.
No, I'm not joking about it. Yeah, I'm not joking about that. Yeah. But listen, do you know what? It was very good to talk to you. Yeah.
Right.
You know, I had a very good chat with you. I'm going to go over to there because I need to get an interview with that lady before she goes. We get a fist bump? On common ground? There you go. Thank you, yeah. Thank you for your time, yeah. I really appreciate it. Maybe I'll see you again. Are you going to the 28th of June?
I don't know. I haven't planned that far ahead.
You have a good day, yeah? Right, let's see if we can find the lady now, yeah? I think she's actually gone.
Because when it comes to... Because we're scared of losing our values in our country. We're scared of losing our values. And we get people like this who call us Nazis, fascists. I'm not a Nazi. They called me a Nazi They called me a
You be a little bit
fascist.
less
They called me a
I'm not being
racist. They
patronising,
told
but
me I
I'm
was
just
so
not
old,
accepting the fact that these people are Nazis.
No,
or
they
fascists.
told me.
Right, if they did.
They did.
Not
That
you
side
specifically. Not you
called me
specifically.
Nazi, racist, fascist.
Hold on. Not you specifically.
Go and get him.
I don't know who
Go and get him.
you're talking about specifically.
My viewers would like to see it. Trust me, yeah?
That is not what we are
No.
talking about.
If you do, that's assault, and you will get arrested. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on, no. That woman said.
No, if listen,
listen.
no, you listen. If he squirts me with that is cast as assault. That's what I'm saying. Nothing to do with your conversations with anybody. My conversation is this, okay?
That's nothing to do with what.
Exactly.
No, I accept that.
Okay.
I'm fully aware of
Thank
that.
you.
I thought that.
Okay, I accept your half-hearted apology. It was a half-hearted apology. Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't
sounded a bit rote.
It wasn't necessarily a half-hearted apology. I just
popped it out there.
I'll tell you what you've done. You've done the typical thing. You overheard half of an argument. Yeah, exactly. You overheard. You fought. Exactly. You fought. So you overheard. Exactly. So you overheard.
I wasn't involved.
So
I turned.
You overheard something and assumed something without knowing the full facts.
Right, and you're stood there fucking recording.
Don't be swearing.
And I said.
Don't swear.
I said sorry.
Okay.
I said sorry.
And I accepted. And I accepted.
Half-heartedly.
Yes. Because it was a half-hearted apology. Guys, was that a half-hearted apology or not?
Sorry.
Was that a half-hearted
Sorry.
apology what he gave, yeah?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you was involved, so I said sorry because I realised that it wasn't involved.
Yeah.
End of.
Listen, I need to get this lady, yeah, before she goes, yeah? Yeah. I'm going to come back to you in a second, yeah? Right, you ready, yeah?
Yes, go on, yes, go on.
Can I answer some questions, yeah? No, but it doesn't look as good then, does it? At least now you look as you normally would, yeah? Okay, so, how do you think it went today?
I'm really proud of the Patriots in Southend.
Yeah.
Very proud. When this whole area was completely full, we couldn't have asked for a better turnout. I'm really shocked that the actual person that was supposed to be organising today didn't show up. I did say on my Great British Strike page that I will turn up. It's not supposed to be affiliated to any party, political party. At the moment, I'm in between political housing. I'm going from being a Reform UK volunteer to joining UKIP, so I'm in private conversations with UKIP at the moment. But understandably, the actual main organiser, Richard, didn't want it to be affiliated to any political party.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah?
At the moment, yeah. Well, I don't know. I've said to him he needs to really as well look at where his support's coming from.
Can you pass a message to him, yeah? Tell him AY Audits told him, stop stealing my content and reposting it on his X page and not crediting myself, yeah? Tell him that, yeah?
I didn't know nothing
yeah.
about that. Do you want to explain that? What is
No.
that? What do you mean?
Excuse me, can I borrow you for a second?
You can.
No, you're absolutely fine.
You
with
can.
Me. Can you block out everything to do with that ginger girl over there? She's asked not to be filmed.
No.
Can you block it out?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
She's asked to not be filmed. That is down to her right.
Let me to explain to you again. This is very simple. No. Yeah? No, the answer is no. You do not get to tell me what to do. Yeah? You don't. You do not get to tell me what to do. So toodle back off to your little gang, yeah, and clear off and leave me alone.
She has every right to not be filmed.
Listen, we are in a public place. Yeah?
She has every right to not be filmed.
Mate, go back to your little cronies. Why are you hanging around with kids? Why are you hanging around with kids? What? Why are you hanging around with children for this? Why are you hanging around with children? Why are you hanging around with children? Why are you hanging around with children? Why are you hanging with children? Why can't you answer? Why you can't answer? Why you can't answer? Why can't you answer? Why can't you answer? Why are you hanging around with children? What's wrong with you? 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 Go away. Why are you hanging around with children? Why are you hanging around with children? Why are you hanging around the children? Why are you hanging around with children? Go away. Yeah? Go away. Go on, take him away, yeah? Take him away. Yeah, I'm all right. Don't worry. Listen, you don't have to worry about these people with me. I deal with these lefties every single week. Yeah?
Have I answered all of your questions?
Yes. No. We've got a couple more questions, yeah?
Okay, quickly, if you want to...
Yeah.
Fucking immigrants,
So-
they live better than me.
I know, you're on their side defending them. You are, you're defending them on that side,
No,
yeah?
I'm on them side. They got
Oh.
to scrub the flag. We went and sit into the middle.
How many people do you reckon you got there?
How many people do I reckon we got there?
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? How many people do you reckon turned up today? Do you reckon?
Minimum. You got about 250. There's your answer. You got about 250. Yeah? You got about 250, all right? Yeah?
As for your message to the guy from the Great British
Yes.
Strike,
Tell him, AY Audit said, stop stealing his content, and because I film migrant hotels.
I'll share that.
How
about you send me that?
What's that?
The migrant hotels, they like nice.
No. Well, yeah, some of them are. Some of them are 4 or 5 star. Yeah.
Right, I share your content, but I
Do you?
always put it not your. I share all sorts of content on my page. Can I give you my page name and details?
My one's easy. Yeah, my one's very easy. It's AY_audits. Yeah, just go on that on any social media. Yeah, and you will find me, and you will find hundreds of interviews with migrants. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I never would have guessed.
So put it on there for me. 1 minute. Right, have you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right. Find your page and then follow your page and share something from it so it's at the top of my page. Because then that way you'll know who I am, I'll know who you are.
There you go, the first one, yeah. So this is my Facebook. I don't really go on Facebook too much.
Let me just make sure.
Yeah, if you just request on something.
Right,
You don't request, just like. So follow.
I'll follow.
Yeah. And then just go on to here. Go.
No, 1 minute, what I'm going to do.
Just send me a DM.
I'm going to share that for the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just
That'll come
remember
up.
the blue lion, and
Yeah.
then you can either message me or on. Where's your DM? Where's your message?
Go to the top. Go to the top. Should be here. No. I don't actually know, to be honest with you.
Right. So what I'll do, you'll find it on mine or something.
Yeah, I'll find it on yours, yeah?
Yeah.
The blue lion, yeah?
Remember the blue lion, yeah.
Listen, I'll clip it if you want, yeah, and I'll send it.
Can you pick that quote up?
There you go, guys, we've turned into a street cleaner. Sorry.
Why don't you do yourself a favour and take it down?
People only hide their face if they're ashamed of what they've got to say. That's the only reason why. You only got a mask on because you're ashamed of what you believe in. Exactly, yeah. You don't want people to see what you believe in because you're embarrassed by it. True people stand up and be proud of what they say. Am I right or wrong, boss? He knows. Yeah. I take it you've been arrested before because you know your rights. No comment.
And now they ain't anymore. They're Muslims.
Yeah, like.
Because they come over and done what they're trying to do.
No, I think please.
I'm telling you, Rob, you need to go and I am. I'm not fucking being backtimed.
He's off his head, this
My
one.
mum was
He come to me. Yeah, I've started all this below. I think clear off. Do you know what I mean? This one in the. That's why I said just go. You know, like what are you coming to me for? You know, it's stupid.
I look out for you guys, all of them.
Do you know what, mate? Listen, anybody on this side, you catch 2 or 3 that you can actually have decent conversations with. Yeah, I have. I've got them on film. Yeah, but you'll always get the ones. They're decent people.
They speak the truth.
Yes.
But they look at us like we're racist. We ain't
Yeah.
racist.
No, I know.
To be fair, most of my friends are either Sri Lankan or they're black. You know what I mean? Last night I spent the night at curry with my black friend.
Racism.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that might be racist.
Racism.
Careful what you're saying, okay?
Yeah. Racism. It can only be racism if somebody takes offence to it. Yeah. Yeah.
What you say is, we are not describing.
All I said is based on how else would I describe it?
I didn't hear the second minute, okay? Just to let you know as well, sir, we're not allowed to drink in the high street. Yes, please. That would be great. Thank you very much.
Listen, we can have conversation if you want.
Can I
Yeah.
drink it while I walk?
No, because you know. Yeah, you know what's going to happen. Yeah. No, he can't. He tried it already. Yeah, they can't answer simple questions. Yeah, they just can't answer simple questions. Yeah, that's what they are, retards. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, she is.
Realised I forgot.
What?
You were telling me to check your channel and everything.
Yeah.
Sources and stuff. But I never actually got
Okay,
it
so go to AY_audits on YouTube. Audits on YouTube.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Go onto that, onto Facebook, whatever. Just DM me. Yeah. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X. Yeah, all of them. Just go on there. Just drop me a DM on any one of them. I'll send you my email address. Yeah, then just ping me over an email, and I'll just ping it straight over to you via email. Yeah, and you can have a look. If you can have a look at it for yourself, you know, and make your own judgment. Do you know what I mean? And it'd be good for you. Good, do you know? Yeah, it could be. Do you know what? Of course. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. That looks like it's going to be the end of it now. They all seem to be going. See you later. Which one? The one in the purple. Where's he gone? He's gone, I think. Yeah, he's ducked. Yeah. Guys, it was emotional. What, the one in the purple top?
Yeah, look, he's back here.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's took the kid off, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Just like Annika, man. Was you here on Easter Sunday when the Palestinians come down?
I was here. No, I wasn't. I was here for the Christmas light switch on. Yeah, and they come for that, and I thought, come on, there's a time and place. Do you know what I mean? The Christmas light switch on. It's for children. Yeah, it's for children. It's not. There's time and place for things, you know, guys. I'm actually going to go. It's been a pleasure to see you all today. I really appreciate you all coming. You mods, no doubt, have done a brilliant job. Yeah, an excellent job. I really appreciate you all. You remember, yeah, this was with no adverts. We'll not put adverts in our lives, you know this, yeah? No, they won't march, buddy. I'm now going to go and get myself some fish and chips. I've got Mrs. AY. She's probably spent a lot of money on the card. But we're going to go and get some fish and chips. Have a little chill. Relax. And that's going to be the end of my day. I shall see you all on... When shall I see you all? I shall see you all... The latest I will see you will be Monday evening when we get to watch the video for Tuesday, which is a very good video as well, guys, yeah? Let's have a look who's... let's take some comments. I will, Scottish. Thank you, buddy. See you later, Jenny. Flowers, yeah? Maybe she's watching as well, by the way, people. Have a brilliant weekend, everybody. Nah, that's too cold for ice cream. Even though I've got the shorts on. AY_audits. AY_audits. Yeah. No. I'm only on YouTube, yeah. But I've seen you somewhere before, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Processing.
Yeah. They barred you off YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, I went to BitTube. They've cancelled BitTube from England. Can't get it here without VPN.
Right.
They took it off May 7th. So I expect it to
Why they cancel your YouTube for?
Just taking the trophy, you know, the score, 3 strikes, you're out. I don't really use it anyway. I think it's shit.
The thing is with YouTube,
It's a good promotional tool.
it's the good promotional X as well, you know, like.
That's all though. That's going to go soon though. Same as Rumble, same as Odyssey.
They're all going to go soon, aren't they?
Thanks for coming down.
No problem, yeah. Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah? See you later, bro. Guys, look, yeah. So I'm not talking to myself, yeah. I've got this lady's looking at me, look, thinking to herself, who's this nut I'm talking to? Yeah. But guys, thank you for joining me today. Like I said, I appreciate all of your support, all of your help. This man's finally happy. He's actually got a trophy. Yeah, he's finally got a trophy with his Spurs hat on. What do we think of Tottenham? Shit. What do we think of shit? Tottenham. I get to chant that twice a year, buddy. Yeah, West Ham. Come on, the Hammers. You can say now you're European champions as well. But you'll claim it though, wouldn't you? Yeah. Hello, sir. Uber. Oh, look, we found Uber Eats, man. Yeah, you're delivering.
Yes. Who are
How long have you been doing this for?
Who are you?
I am the hotel investigator.
No problem.
You know the hotel investigator? Have you heard of him?
No, I don't know.
That's what I'm called, the hotel investigator. I investigate, yeah? I'm investigating. I'm investigating you now.
Are you tourism?
What's that?
You tourism?
No, I'm the investigator, the hotel investigator. Where would you come from?
Sorry?
Where you come from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan. How long you been here for? 3 years. Yeah. Have you always been doing Uber Eats or? Yeah. What did you claim asylum or something or?
I'm right to work.
No, but so when you first come, did you claim asylum or?
3 years ago was one asylum.
Pardon?
3 years.
Yeah.
I'm come graduate visa.
Oh, you come with graduate visa. Yeah. And now you're okay. Another one. We meet. Yeah. Did you come on a boat? Did you come on a boat? How did you come to London, England?
I told you already study visa.
Oh, study visa, yeah. So you would have got the plane, guys, yeah?
Yeah, then I can come to graduate visa now.
Yeah.
You know, PSW.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, then I can go to sponsorship job.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, just finding out, that's all. See you later, yeah? There we go, guys. Right, but listen, yeah? I'm going to go because I'm getting back to my car and see what the missus has got to say. Until next time, have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.